Good morning, everyone. Let's try to keep a straight face and not say that we were talking about strippers for the past
10
15
to
minutes.
15?
No, actually, we're talking about the worst clubs there are and the names, which might end up in Wildlands at some point. Good morning.
Oh, God.
Completely seamless. Yes. Mm. Hi, everyone. Welcome to session 12 of Age of Arcana. Wildelands. I'm Wandering DM. I'll be DMing today's session with this marvelous group of players. Some are returning, most of them are returning, and we have another new face. Let's go around the table, introduce ourselves, which character you guys are going to be playing today, and we'll start with Mr. Quentin.
Today I'm going to be playing everyone's favorite kobold, Gurp. Yeah, should be a good time. I surprisingly, Kaka, my alt has more experience than him, so got to do something about it.
Indeed. Next up is a returning player, but a new character. Ian.
Since Kellic died last game, rest in peace. I will be playing a new character. Her name is Iona. You'll see when the game starts.
And to his left, right, whatever. A new player in Age of Arcana, Alex.
Howdy, folks. I will be playing Remfrey, the Ranger.
Human.
That's nothing much.
Ranger.
Yeah, Rangers aren't that exciting. I mean,
I mean, judging by the amount of super good survival checks you guys had last night, you do not need a tracker. And returning for the second week after his other character died.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. I'll be playing Crispinus, the Atmorian monk, to replace Marcus, who died in Eric Sacrifice.
Bugbears, man. Bugbears.
I mean, yeah, bugbears are turning out to be your worst enemies.
We'll see about that. I have alert now. I cannot be surprised if I'm awake.
Bugbears and hobgoblins. So, blah blah blah, you wake up late. There is a box that was left in Crispinus's possession. Nope, that was Mukluk. Fuck.
Yeah.
So there's a box that was left on the table at the trading post. Everybody else went to sleep. They told Max to alert them if anything happened. And as you guys are up this morning, up and about eating breakfast, you hear a voice coming out from that tiny wooden box that says, "Hey! Hey, find me! Hey!
I'll take the box and I simply, hello?
Hey! Find me! Find me!
Is it saying bite me?
Find me!
Find me?
What?
Max says, the professor left another one of those boxes here. Said the goblin ran after him and gave him another one. I don't know what he meant. There was a bunch of folks that stayed up north last week. I haven't seen them since. But, that box there, he said it was important. And he points to the map on the wall and says, Professor said that if anything happened to go, and he points to where out of game, you guys saw the cottage last time, so in game he's like, that place there near Boren.
Okay, that's a strange morning.
Hey, for once you guys got up on time.
We'll find you.
Should I go back to sleep?
Hey, alright.
What?
Find me.
You find me.
I don't think it goes both ways.
Are you sure? Can I look at it?
Yeah, go ahead. And all the box to Gurp.
So it's like this, like 4-inch wide wooden box, about an inch thick. There's a small, like, grill pattern in the middle of it, surrounded by a ring of copper. The box seems hollow, but when you shake it, you hear, like, rattling inside.
Oh, I definitely shake it.
It goes like... And you're like, find me.
You find me.
Oh,
No, you find me.
Oh,
No, you have to come find me. Who is this?
Okay. Hi, is it Jack? It's Jack.
Who's Jack?
Me.
this is gonna take a while.
yeah.
I'm gonna go take some more bacon.
Crispy, do you want to talk to Jack?
Hello, Jack.
Hi. Customary salutations. Hi.
Why do you want us to find you?
Because I used the find me box. That's how it works. I used the box and now you find me. And the mistress is back. Miss, she's back. Where's what's his name? Where's S? Well, it doesn't matter. She wants to see people. More people.
What the hell is he talking about?
I have no idea.
And tell the professor that I've started working on that dragon chest set he wanted.
Sorry, what?
What?
Oh,
Oh no, I'm losing the signal.
No.
Oh no. Find me.
Max, where's this guy at?
He points on the world map. Yep, well, the regional map anyway. Like north-ish of Borun, which would be here. And he's like, oops, that's the caravan. Forgot to put it back to the trading post. And he says, the professor said that they found a cottage, another inhabitant of the Wildlands, probably a survivor from a past expedition. But they were living with a goblin tinkerer. No, I don't know.
That makes no sense.
Back in my days, goblins were used as cannon fodder. Or target practice.
And it makes a dragon chest set?
Apparently. Hell
Guys.
if I know.
We need to go see this goblin.
yeah, we do. Kinda a long way. For the two of us.
No,
No, there's actually a third person stuffing his face full of bacon.
Dude, that bacon's delish.
Bacon man. We need to go see this box guy.
What does Bacon Man look like?
Right now, Cthulhu with bacon coming out of his mouth, that's for sure. I'm a pretty short man.
Human?
Yeah, not as short as I would surmise a kobold would be.
No, hopefully not. You're not 3 foot tall.
That would be a very weird man at that point. But yes, I'm a short man. I would say regular clothes. I have clothes that are more attuned to the colors of the forest. So lots of browns, greens, no blacks. I have a very heavy cloak on, no hood on, just sitting there stuffing my mouth full of bacon.
So Bacon Man, do you have a name?
Yeah, I'm called Remfrey.
Ram free. So, do you want to come talk to the guy in the box?
He sounds amusing, and I can always go look around, see what's happening around the forest. Well, it's in north of here, right? Would assume the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's across the second river.
Yeah, we can manage that.
Great. Bye, Max.
Any kind of
have a safe trip or something. Try to come back alive this time.
this time. So what happened to the last ones? They just never came back, or they came back in pieces?
They're totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I am absolutely believing that.
I mean, there were like bugbears or something, and they like killed like 2 people. But don't worry, it's okay. I made it.
Oh Lord!
I love how like it's just I made it, so we're cool.
If it comes to it, I'll make sure to save you first.
You'll save me first?
Oh,
Yes.
You shouldn't have said that.
Ram free. We're gonna be good friends.
Oh, poop.
I really should put a sign that says sarcasm, but okay. Yeah, sure, I'll save you first.
All right.
Alright. Let me just put some bacon in my pockets and can be on our way. Before we leave, any ways for us to get some supplies?
Yeah, Gisela.
Gisela
Yeah,
has
there's a
supplies.
woman in town who sells stuff.
Yeah, I think Alex, do you have access to? I don't think you have access to the Age of Arcana sub. Let me fix that up for you. There you go. So if you look on Discord, Alex, you have access to a whole new section of the Discord called Age of
Holy
Arcana.
crap. Yes.
Yeah. So if you look at Gisela's shop, the
Yes.
channel, pinned to the top of the conversation, there's the full inventory of her shop. So it's a bunch of long swords, short swords, light crossbows, chainmail, potion of healing, and a greater potion of healing.
Okay, I was looking for food because I have no rations.
Oh, I know you do in your explorer's pack.
Okay, just making sure.
If you open it up in your inventory, you'll see there is.
Alright, then in that case we should be good to go. Yeah, let's carry on. I don't need anything else. I've got all my tool of the trade, so we should be able to start bushwalking.
Okay.
Great. I head towards the destination.
All right.
Yes.
If people let me, I travel at a very fast pace.
I will shoot
Like
you
you're
first.
cutting through the plains, jumping across the river.
Yeah, unless somebody like steers me in another direction, I am beelining for it.
That would be
yeah.
10 hexes at a fast pace in plains. I think it takes you 2 days. If you're beelining it, 2 days you're at Boron.
Okay.
However, I'm gonna ask all of you to make an athletics check to cross the river.
Why do I feel like this sounds like a freaking Disney song?
It's a 9, it's an 11, that's a 15.
Wow, I suck.
Well, you don't
Hey,
have a
Ray,
lot of
Ray.
strength, that's why.
Bye, Remfrey. We were good friends.
So Remfrey lasted a whole 5 minutes.
Curse you, river!
No, you guys are going to be able to ford the river and everything. It's gonna take a bit longer. You're all going to lose 1 more ration. No foraging for that part, like that stretch of the trip. Just because it took a while, it took a lot of effort, had to take a lot of breaks, but you did the trip in 2.5 days.
Do you guys
by
think
the
that
way-
we have to build a bridge at some point?
Well, when you get to
Yeah.
Boron, Gurp, you've never been there before, actually. None of you have, I think.
No.
No.
And Boron has a bridge now.
Wow.
It's been 2 weeks technically with our wonky time keeping rules. And Boron has grown a lot. Let me just I need to get you the like sort of sheet. That would be in quests. What's this quest about? Make Gurp a god? No, I don't want that. I don't need that.
That's a good quest.
That will eventually happen.
3 resources, 2 security. Alright, so it's actually turned into a very nice hamlet. Still kind of poor. Like there's no luxury in this hamlet. Like everything's functional, everything's utilitarian. There's very, very little in the ways of decoration. The well is just like a hole dug in the ground, and people have to bring their own buckets and everything. Dirt roads pave the entire paths between like the 5 houses that are there. Most people still live in the common hall, the like longhouse, the first one they built. But one thing that they did build is a bridge.
Is there a toll for the bridge?
Crossing, no, there's none. Right now they just build a bridge so that way you can cross easily from the hex. The particular hex would be WW15. Like closer to the forest's edge. Yep. But basically, yeah, going to Boron, you don't need to make a detour or anything by the woods to try to find a way to cross the river and everything. So that's a good sign already. They've built 1 granary that they tried to store. Well, right now it's a smokehouse more than a granary because there's still about like 200 pounds worth of boar meat in there. But they've been hard at work, and with all the food that you've given them, they do not lack for anything. They have clean water, they have food. This is potentially a thriving settlement. Now here's the downside. They've also built a gibbet outside the village, the hamlet. Gibbet? Gibbet? It's a gibbet, I think. Anyway, hanging cage, inside which lies the body of a hobgoblin.
Oh,
Very much dead or very much alive?
Very much dead, with a few makeshift spears coming out of its chest.
I mean, would perhaps be time for us to take it off and just chuck it somewhere in the fire?
Miranda would say that this is a warning to all the others who think that Boron is going to be easy prey.
Fair enough.
I verified it's Jibe.
It's gibbet,
Jibe.
but there's no T at the end.
Looks like it's not pronounced. Maybe I'm looking at the French one.
Yeah, you're looking at the French one, because in English a silent T doesn't exist. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see the pronunciation.
Gibbet.
Pronunciation.
Quentin,
Gibbet.
how would you
Gibbet.
pronounce this?
Gibbet.
Gibbet.
I was gonna let you guys keep
Oh.
going.
It's Gibbet.
It's gibbet.
Gibbet.
See, that's the thing when you learn a language through reading more than anything. But it's okay. I mean, Matt Mercer didn't know how to pronounce sigil, so...
You didn't know how to pronounce sigil? How did he pronounce it?
That's the beauty of the English language. There are no rules.
Sucks. It's an evolving language, and it's garbage, and we just throw words out willy-nilly, and we make up new ones, and everybody's okay with it.
Yep. But then again,
Sure.
it's easy to pick up. So, Miranda says, have you come from the trading post in the south?
yeah, we do.
Yeah. Seen a lot of travelers. Some of them stayed up to... There's a nice little cozy cottage in the woods up north. They're over there.
Gurp's just eyeing the hobgoblin warily.
Oh. Oh, you notice that hobgoblin, by the way, isn't wearing armor. It looks like a female hobgoblin. Of the dart throwing kind.
Is that the one that tried to impale me?
One of.
Oh.
But yeah, Miranda explains that they caught that hobgoblin sneaking about the village. And it tried to make a quick escape by the river. Thing is it got tangled in the fishing nets that the commoners had put down in the river. It didn't see them, got caught, and it gave the villagers enough time to grab these spears that they were basically building them to make like a palisade around town. But like they said, screw it, and they just used them to stab her out of the river.
Yeah, there's totally not like a bunch more of these anywhere.
We need to work on making fortifications. That's the one thing I didn't like about One-Eyed Max's trading post. There's no defense. The place could be easily overrun. We'd like to build walls and everything, but without funds, it's going to be a bit hard. We need either to hire helping hands or have people clear out the forest, but we're not allowed to clear the forest.
Why not?
This land was gifted to us by some sort of forest spirit. The birdman, the Boak, who's at the cottage right now. He can explain everything, but for every tree we cut down, we have to plant 3 more.
That sounds silly.
I know. But our
What
nets are
happens if
always
you just-
full. And you should see the granary. It's 200 pounds of smoked boar meat.
Oh.
If that
Okay.
ain't a blessing from nature, I don't know what is.
It just sounds silly.
Aye.
And there's the trees are just like right there. We could chop them down.
I'd
But
advise
then
you
you-
not to, friend Kobold. I wouldn't want to curse the village.
Okay.
Let's avoid any curses for now.
Yeah, I suppose. I heard that bird guy's the worst though.
Aye, he can be stuck up at times. But he seems pretty wise.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only traveled with them for about 12 days. Not very talkative. None of them were, aside from the professor. Couldn't shut him up.
So, Boran, but this is a new city then? Yeah.
It's
The hamlet.
it's a start.
Well, I need to go to the cottage. They have something for me.
Aye, the path's that way. And if even, you notice, like, she points towards the forest, and they've put up a sign, like a signpost, that points where the cottage is supposed to be.
Oh,
Go
signs. That's good.
So, your other group, well, basically Kaka and Mukluk, spent a couple of days clearing out the trail to the cottage to make sure that it was easily identifiable, nobody would get lost. It does take a full day still to just go from Boron to Altrade. But you get there. I know it's weird, but like Pascal and Quentin, your other characters are there right now.
Great.
They will not follow you around. Leave them be.
This is how I kill Kaka with Gurp.
It's going to cause a paradox. But as you approach the cottage, there's actually another figure outside that you've never seen before. What does this figure look like as she's tending to her garden?
So she is a 5'5" Medusa. strapped with all kinds of weapon and a great sword in her bag that almost touches the ground. And so she has copper-like skin with black snakes, but they're not. They're all over her face. So
she has like an emo haircut.
yeah, and she's tending to her garden.
Gonna step forward. So yeah.
Don't
Hello,
look at
Well,
it.
she's replacing statues of goblin. You don't really know what she's doing.
Hello. We're coming to see Jack or find him.
Jack has a dragon chessboard for me.
Oh yeah, I heard about you. Yeah, he's in the house. Jack! Jack!
I run towards the house.
We have visitors.
Mistress? Yeah. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, oh, and he looks at the kobold suddenly charging the cottage, and he's like,
Jack.
oh,
Jack,
customary
where's my
holding out of hand.
I shake his hand.
Customary
Where's-
nod
where's-
in approval.
Where's the dragon chessboard?
Professor?
Yeah, he said I could have it.
Make a deception check.
Where's it at? I'm really good at these.
He's like,
Oh, nice knowing you, Gurp.
It's not made yet. I'm not done. Look, I got this, and he shows like a quarter of a dragon chessboard.
I've never been so sad in my life.
Like, I need more time.
Just time, that's it?
Yep. You also spy Gurp on the hearth above the fireplace. This like crystal pawn, dragon chess piece.
What's that?
That
Over there on the mantle. The crystal. That's a dragon chess piece.
Yep. I got it from far away. It's one
Can
of
I
my
have
most
it?
prized possession.
What? You
Yep.
play dragon chess?
The mistress doesn't like to play with me because she says I don't play by the rule. But yeah,
I mean, rules are more like guidelines.
I know, right?
I mean, if you cheat and don't get caught, did you really cheat?
Yes.
Is that a trick question?
No, it was just a question.
The answer is no. Is it?
Great.
Is it?
I mean, I don't know. Have you cheated and got caught?
No. Wink.
It's a good wink.
He said wink as he blinked.
It's a good wink. I wink back at him.
Nice. Yeah, no, we can totally play once I finish the board. It's, might take me a few more days. I work on it part-time.
How do I get you to work on it full time?
Well, so you see these two over there, and he points to Kaka and Mukluk, and he's like, they keep talking about being paid for stuff, and I think that's gonna make me work faster now. I think I've started to believe in this deity of theirs that they call capitalism. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, money's cool and all, but you can't eat it or kill anybody with it.
Oh, no. I've once seen a merchant clubber another goblin with a sack full of gold.
Did I kill it?
Yep, snapped its neck in half. You could see the spine dangling up.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Money kills.
So, alright. Guess I'll wait a couple of days.
I can have it sent to you if you want.
I don't actually know where I'll be. I gotta kill a giant spirit turtle. And I
Oh,
gotta kill
but
hobgoblins.
if you don't, look, and he hands over, he takes out another of these tiny wooden boxes. He's like, this is a find me box.
Ah, crap.
You take it up to your hand, your face like this, and you say like, "Find me, find me," and then people can find you.
What happens if I'm trying to like steal something from a bad guy and you say find me and they hear it?
Well, then they can find me.
And they will find you too.
How about this? I'll reach into, I guess, have like a sack pouch. I don't have a backpack still.
No,
I'll reach in like a little pouch, and
Yeah, I figure.
I hand him like 30, all my money, my 30 silver pieces, and I'll say, how about you just hold the board for me when it's done, and I'll come back for it at some point.
This is silver. Hey, mistress!
What?
We got silver.
Great.
I'll put it in the swear jar.
Who's swearing?
Fuck!
Put it in the jar.
And he goes inside for a couple seconds.
Cling, 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 cling. And every time you hear,
No,
fuck,
he's
fuck, fuck.
surprisingly stealthy to make sure that you guys don't hear how much coins he might have.
I'm sure he's an honest guy.
Yeah, I'm still confused on why he wanted us to find him.
I think the find me box was not for us, or for him to find. But we found him anyway.
Jack?
So one thing, Iona, that you know, and I'll get back to Crispinos after. So the find me box is this weird technomancy thing that Jack claims he's able to do. The box works. You don't know how many he has. You've once opened one to find that inside the boxes are like just like pebbles, bits of copper wires, and a piece of steel, all like fused together. And then the copper wire touches the copper ring around the box, and you don't know how it should work, but apparently when Jack speaks into his, everybody around can hear. But there's no, like, it's anybody that has a box. There's no set, like a walkie-talkie set receiver. It's like there's one transmitter and there could be an infinite amount of receivers. So when they're saying, oh, it might not be for us, gods know who it wasn't meant for. For all you know, there could be like 800 goblins with a voice box like that.
It's magic. I don't know how it works. I just know it works.
Yeah, magic is for
So Jack comes out,
crazy.
and he's like, he looks at Crispinos and says, before we talk, we need to customary shaking of hands.
I shake his hands.
Customary nod in approval. Hi.
Okay. Why did you call us here?
Oh. I did?
You asked us to find you.
Oh.
We found you.
Yeah. Well, it's just... the board is almost done.
I mean, almost. It's a. All right, I'm gonna just take a little short walk around the cottage and just.
Okay, so that's nice to know. So let's do something while we're in this area, I guess.
But he says, yeah. Calvin was saying it's like a Palantir. Yep, but it's a Palantir that also spies on everything you say all the time. The mistress. There were people looking for her. I think. Anyway, I'll leave you four alone. I need to keep working on the dragon chest head.
Okay. Yeah,
You
go
can
work.
leave Jack alone. I really need this board.
So, Yona, this is the second time in about 2 weeks that you encounter a living soul aside from Jack in this place.
So I will stop the travelers and where are you guys coming from? There's no one here. Why are you in this forest?
Actually, we came from the trading post a bit downriver. It's like 5 day or 3 if you run like an idiot or like a kobold.
He has my dragon chessboard, Crispy.
There's a trading post, but since when? I've been up north for 2 or 3 weeks, and now there's a trading post south?
There's actually like a big city like a day south from here too.
Yeah, the one full of plagued people.
Yeah, they're like 40 humans.
Okay, well, if you're going back to that trading post, though, I'll follow you. I want to know what's there. If
Yes,
not,
I can-
just tell people to not touch my statues, in my garden.
There's just like an angry Minotaur there.
You guys aren't trying to cut the trees here, right?
No.
Not right now.
That's good. Don't touch the trees.
Yeah, the mean lady in Boar Run said I couldn't cut any of the trees.
Good.
For whatever reason.
So I'll call Jack. I'll be gone for a couple of days. Take care of the place while I'm gone.
Always, mistress.
No customary wave goodbye.
The hell is that?
That's just silly.
Fine.
I'll gather some of my things and my backpack in. I'll follow you if you're going back to the trading post.
All right.
Any while she's doing that, any traces? Not traces, but any anything would suggest that there's bugbear activity in the area at all?
You can roll. You can definitely roll survival.
Well, don't mind if I do.
So you notice Remfrey's been following tracks for a good 5 to 10 minutes. He's been circling the same tree, saying like, "I found something."
I'm
And
great.
then he realized that, oh, it's his own tracks.
Crispy, what do you think he's found?
Himself.
You can do that?
You can.
Not in a spiritual way. I found myself.
No, this one will need a mirror though.
But
Oh my god, I'm the worst ranger in the world.
there is there
Rem-
isn't
Rem-
any tracks of bugbears around.
Really?
Remfrey, are you looking for something?
Nothing in general, but I found something.
What?
Well, if you look at these sets of footprints, it seems like somebody has been around here quite often. But
Yeah,
not at the same height and weight as that lady. And if you see, it keeps going that way and then just starts circling the tree.
you know what? I've been there. I installed a goblin statue a month ago. And if you look up, you'll see a goblin statue strapped to a branch.
Yep.
I'll start to draw Remfrey turning around the tree on my.
Curiosities of the wild.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh Christ. Okay, that's. Then I
You
realized that's
didn't
my
know,
own
but
tracks.
Crispiness is the medieval version of David Attenborough.
This is the weirdest party I've ever been in.
Honestly, I think you're the most intelligent.
Maybe, yeah. I only have 8. So,
Jesus.
So, where do you guys go from there?
And I flubbed so hard.
So I know where bugbears and like goblins are. If we go like really far south, there's a manticore and like a city of people with the blight.
Oh yeah, the blight. That's a great place to be.
No.
no, guys, don't go there. just don't. I've avoided going south because of that. Don't approach that place.
I mean,
Sure.
there's like rumors of like Minotaurs in the Eastern Badlands. The bird guy over there like told us about it at one point a while ago. There's a bird village
yeah.
to the west somewhere.
East.
Yeah, that way.
Well, since I live in that forest, what do I know about the terrain? What do I know about what's around?
How
Well, I
adventurous is
assume I-
Iona?
A lot.
All right, you would know that especially since you spent a lot of time north, the farther north you go, the more ruins there are in the forest. Most of them have been claimed back by nature, but it's pretty used to be pretty populated up north.
If you guys want, the bird guy said we could swear allegiance to a tree. That sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
What?
I'm not really into allegiance.
I mean, yeah, if you go talk to the bird guy over there, he can probably explain it.
I mean, respect trees, but what?
Yeah, Kaka goes on to explain. We'll just summarize it. But he goes on to explain that Oakenbow is a sort of protector of the forest, and he had them both Kaka. Who else was there? Uriel and Zanban.
I think so. Yeah.
They took the oath of the old ways, and they've gotten the protection of Oakenbow, and a sort of like mystical bond or protection or whatnot between the protector of the forest, the guardian of the woods, and those that travel in it. For example, Kaka says, wild animals will not attack him as he's traveling the woods. But in
I think
exchange,
he's lying.
huh?
I think he's lying.
But in exchange, they have to make some sort of like concession. For example, burying their dead everywhere they go. Offer proper burial to anything they kill, forever. And some stuff. Out of game, basically, if you do, you have to travel all the way to Oakenbow. But it would give you a boon, a permanent something, in exchange for a few drawbacks. I think, Quentin, do you still have them written down?
Yeah. Do you want the boons or the what you have to do?
What you have to do.
Bury your dead. Respect the order of nature. If you're being hunted by an animal, you have to like more or less wait until they actually attack you. And you lose your boon, and you have to atone for your punishment by going back to Oakenbow and like accepting a new quest.
Yeah.
And then you can get out of game, you can get +2 Constitution. If you're in any forest, you get +1 AC and +1 to saving throws. You can increase your Wisdom by 2, and then if you go down to below 0 hit points, you'll automatically stabilize like once per session.
These aren't cumulative, like you get one of them.
So can you hunt?
Yes, you're allowed to hunt because according to the old ways, if you're hunting, it's the way things should be. The thing is if a creature hunts you, like if a beast hunts you, you have to wait until it makes the first move.
But that's only for beasts. Like if a goblin
Beast and
hunts
monstrosities. Yeah, no, anything else isn't part of it. Like, I, as a DM, will tell you, because those that have taken the oath, they kind of have this, like, mystical understanding of what is and what isn't.
Well, I guess I'm already doing all of these things, so might as well go there and talk to that spirit.
Might as well officialize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go along. I don't know if I'm about all this, but
Yeah.
I mean, it seems kind of cool. There's probably cool stuff on the way.
At least we'll hack as an escort for the lady.
Mhm.
I
What?
mean, remember wait, were you there the last time we had a snake lady in our party and she didn't keep watch and then the bugbear stole all my stuff?
No, I wasn't.
Are you saying
No.
I need an escort? I don't
He
need-
was, not me. No. He totally said it.
I
know,
said,
I'm talking about that guy.
yeah, I said we might as well escort you. Not that you need one.
Okay,
I
that's
think you're
better.
very pretty and you don't need an escort.
Thank you.
Crisis averted. Um,
She sounds very intimidating. Great
she-
sword and snakes and
She looks like the kind of person that would not have a garden at home and would probably just be out there butchering everything.
yeah.
Well, she has a garden of statues.
Yeah.
Um,
She sounds pretty legit, so
before you guys head out anywhere, I'm gonna need your passives
ooh.
because you're leaving. Let's call it known, explored territory. So
Mm-hmm. I have a 12.
strong 12.
A 12.9.
Cool. Crisp.
13.
Rem.
I'm sorry, what are you asking?
Passive
That's
perception.
Passive perception. 12.
And Yona.
13.
12, 13, 12, 13. Well, that settles it. Where do you guys go?
Is Oakenbow like marked on the map for all of us? Like, would we know? Like, oh, that's Oakenbow way up there. Or, I guess
yeah.
Kakao would know, right?
I'd say that yes, you do, but I don't think that it's something that that was pinned on the tavern map.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like they probably Kakao and the Kakao, Uriel, and Zenben probably did mention it to the other players,
yeah.
but not to the like the peasants or anything, for fear of them rushing over there and trying to, I don't know,
Mhm.
cut down Oakenbow or something.
Yeah, I guess, Kakao will be like, cross the river in however many days north, a little ways into the plains, or, just kind of give him, like, it's the best that he could.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, if you want to, swear to the old ways. Like, we had a guide last time, but this is kind of where I remember it.
Well, you can also, the easiest way is to follow the river.
Mhm.
Like go northeast until you reach a river, and then
Mhm.
just follow it upstream.
Kakao says that.
And then you'll exit the forest. Like as soon as you're in the hills,
Mhm.
look to the east and you should see it. Because Kakao remembers, it's pretty freaking big.
Yeah.
Is this the path you take?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
is
I mean, we might as well listen to the bird guy, I suppose.
you follow Kaka's direction. So, pace and direction. You guys have a ranger with you. Alex, I figure, do you take the time to attune to the woods?
Yes.
Alright, so you've got your natural explorer thing for the
Boom.
woods, which means that you guys cannot become lost anymore. If you forage, you find twice as much food. And you double your wisdom bonus on your passive perception. So I think your passive perception goes up to 14.
Yes.
That seems helpful.
So the pace, normally you wouldn't be allowed to forage if you were going at a fast pace. But because you have the ranger with you, you can. So you could do 3 hexes a day if you wanted. But before
That's
you
fine.
leave, I'm going to be right back.
And this is now that we can derail the entire game.
Oh yeah.
Would it make
Something
sense for us to get out of the forest into the valley by using a little bridge at 0021?
Maybe.
So instead of just being like forest, river, forest, just go forest, plain, and it's like easier terrain for us to navigate to. Although, thanks to my natural explorer, I don't think we need to worry about a difficult terrain at all.
Mm-hmm.
There's that too.
I think either one will be fine.
Okay. Hopefully this time I just don't jump into the river like a dumbass.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's Gurp's not leading this one. He's just coming along. He's like, he'll go where you tell him to go. He just needs to wait 2 days so he can get the dragon chest board.
Because we might need this.
Is that Dar's guide to everything?
Morning, Kane.
Yeah, close enough.
By the way, as an Outlander...
Why would we need that?
Huh? What? Did I? I don't know. Jesus, did I say something? As a Outlander, Remfree also has... Oh boy. So many new backgrounds I have access to on D&D Beyond. Your feature...
Wow.
Excellent memory for maps and geography, always recall the general layout of terrain, blah blah blah. You can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, which means that if you guys do not forage, you're always fed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. It's there. Oh wow, Yona has it as well. So if you do forage...
Banquet every night.
If you do forage because of Remfree's abilities... all the food you get, which is twice as much as usual. Well, Alex is twice as much as usual. You could just bring it all the way back to the inn. Or, like, stuck up on rations if you wanted. So, where do you go? First, we'll do hex by hex. So
the forest would not be difficult terrain, correct?
Nope.
And we're supposed to go northeast?
Well, Kaka said reach the river northeast and then follow the river along.
Okay, so I would say, what's that thing that's at, I would suppose, JJ21?
You
No.
can ping it. You mean this?
This.
Wait, I don't know.
Yes, that black thing. What's that?
What black thing? That? Well, none of
Yeah.
you guys know it.
Okay, I thought it was something that since it's on the map, it's known. Okay,
Well,
It's known
do I
by some
know?
players, but
not by us.
Do I know what that is? Pretty close
Yes,
to home.
that. Please stop.
it's pretty close to your home. Like, it's a day away. I figured you must have known, like the giant obelisk covered in moss with a tree growing out of the side.
The side.
You can make a history check, Yona.
Wow. I think it's an
it's
infection.
a big ass obelisk. That's what you know.
So I'd say we skirt the south of that obelisk place that I don't know exists, and we try to go to the river as soon as possible, and then we just follow it.
So yeah, we just beeline it like that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. That's 1 day. 1, 2, 3. You reach the river. So that's 2 days. I'm gonna ask.
Does the obelisk thing look similar to the big pyramid that was down south?
Nope.
We'd have to
Okay.
go into the hex and probably explore it.
You would
I mean-
have to go into the hex to know, but like just. Oh, I think Crispinus, you weren't there when that was discovered, though, were you?
No.
Oh, okay. So, I'll retract my answer. You wouldn't know unless you guys actually visit it.
So we don't know that this is actually a place. We're just passing
So,
by.
yeah, basically, well, are you going at a fast pace? Yes, you were. Yeah,
yeah.
so you guys don't see anything.
But he must know that is the same kind of obelisk that the one to the south.
No,
where's the-
because
where
he's
the
never
farm is.
been. He's never been.
No,
Sure.
I was talking about the giant pyramid.
The black.
Oh, okay,
Pyramid.
I was talking about the obelisk, the one that we lifted. It took us 3 days to lift.
Crispinus wasn't there. Didn't.
No, he wasn't there when we lifted it, but he was there. He wasn't there in the game where we went south.
Yeah, when we went south with the Manticore, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Yeah.
you guys don't see the obelisk. Like, you see it out of game, but in game, none of you see anything around.
We should travel at a normal pace, guys.
Yeah,
so we see
probably.
stuff.
I mean, as long as we can get food and water,
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
we can go at whatever pace. It's not like we're on an actual deadline.
If
Are
you
we?
go at a normal pace, then yeah, like you find your way much easier.
Let's do that. There's no rush, therefore, and your chess piece is probably saved by the 3 silver pieces you left behind. It'll be fine.
Better be.
Otherwise, you can just pummel him. I mean, you can put a deposit on it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll see. I mean, if I kill him, then he won't be able to make me anymore if he sold the one that I popped for.
True.
So if you go at a normal pace, you reach the river after 2 days anyway. By the
Okay.
end of the day, I need one of you to make a single d20 roll.
You know what? I'll test my luck right here.
Today.
Crispinos did it already. So, as is customary, I'm going to need you guys to tell me how you set up camp.
So there's 4 of us, so we can actually do it in 2s.
Is there an actual process to set up camp, or we just?
Yeah, he
wanna
wants to know
how
like
do
our
it?
watch order. I have dark vision. Does anybody else have it? No.
Nope.
Nope.
Good old Yumi.
I guess I'll take the second watch. 'Cause it would be the quarter darkest with somebody.
I can take that one too. There you go.
Okay.
So me and Iona will be the first.
Yeah, sure.
All right. With Gurp and Renfrey afterward.
Yeah.
Gurp and Renfrey.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Renfrey, what do you think's happening out there?
It's a very good question. What is happening out there? I need both of you to make a perception check. Um, 2 seconds. Whoa. Alright. Perception check. Alright. You hear the noises of the forest. Birds, well, nightingales or night birds anyway. There might be an owl at some point that you're pretty sure flew right above your camp. In the distance, you hear the baying of coyotes. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then I'm going to ask both of you to roll a d6. All right.
Oh wow.
Something creeps up on Renfrey.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, something creeps up on Gurp too. Don't worry about that. This is going to be with advantage, so I'm going to take the 24. With a loud thunk and a crunch,
I got.
a big-ass black morning star falls on Renfrey's head. And you take
Oh, no.
13 points of damage.
Holy crap.
As
Plus
a
10 damage.
giant bugbear creeped up behind you and tried to golf club hit drive your head away with a morning star, but that failed.
Well, yeah, thankfully.
And for Gurp on a 22.
So with my new feat, Simon, I cannot be surprised anymore.
Then I don't have advantage, so that would be a 12.
So I guess it looked like he lines up just on my head, and he's like getting ready, and then at the last second, I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" So I like bend over.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wings
you
over my head.
feel the breath come down your neck, and you dodge out just in time to see another morning star. Woof. You recognize those two, Gurp. That's the bugbear chief that killed
Damn it!
Marius and Kalik. And I'm gonna ask you guys to roll for initiative. Even the sleeping people.
Guys, if I roll really well, I'm gonna howl like a wolf and wake you up. Not super well.
Alright, Gurp has a 17. Regular dude has a 12. Which is a 13. And then I'm just gonna add other people. Just Renfrey and Iona.
I thought I had it on my sheet, Simon, but I'm supposed to get a +5 bonus to initiative, and I don't think it rolled it in. Oh, no, I lied, it did. Never mind. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
The +8.
Yeah, plus
I rolled
8.
it in. I was looking at Remfreeze because we had the same roll.
Yeah, you probably just rolled like poop.
No, I definitely did.
So 20, 18, 20, 18, 17, 17, and then 13 and 12. So, Crisp, you're still sleeping.
Yep.
You can make a perception check with disadvantage. And this is literally the worst music in the world.
I liked it.
That would be a 17.
Okay, that is the same thing, so let's just switch to the traditional combat music for now. So 17, at the end of your turn, you wake up from just the, like, sound of the morning star hitting Remfrey behind the head and the shifting of feet. Crisp, you open your eyes. You're like, oh shit. So you're not going to be incapacitated if anything happens to you. Iona, same thing. Nah, you're still sleeping.
Could you put me in the turn order, Simon?
Oh, you guys don't see it?
No, I see everybody else's name but mine.
Oh,
Or
wait,
maybe it's just me.
Wait. No,
Yeah.
no, it's because I used the one that was already there. Here.
Okay.
17. Boop. So, Iona, you are still fast asleep. Gurp.
I howl like a wolf and go into rage mode. And I want to... Yeah, so bonus action rage, and then I'll attack the bugbear that swung at me with my battle axe.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Yeah, that's not enough. You just swing blindly and wildly, unless you swung recklessly.
No, I didn't say I did. The only thing I would, if I had pack tactics, so I don't know if Remfrey's next to me or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, you
Just
know.
like you're probably sitting like across from the fire.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Remfrey.
Was my howl loud enough to wake people up?
Oh yeah, everybody's awake.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. So I just got pummeled on the head.
Yep, pretty bad.
Okay, I'm gonna take out one of my swords and I'm going to engage the one that decided to play golf with me.
Sure. You turn around and you notice this bugbear clad in armor. Clad in sorry, needed to find what the armor was. Why don't I? Hey, it's not there anymore. Oh, anyway. Big armor. I think it's a half plate.
Holy crap. He was able to sneak up on us. That's fantastic.
Are you talking about a bugbear chief, Simon?
Yeah, the bugbear chief.
Chain shirt?
No. He doesn't have the standard equipment
Oh, okay.
because that would be too easy. So yeah,
Alright.
he has a half plate.
Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, short sword to the face. Let's see how that goes.
You got this. Easy.
You draw your short sword, stab, and hit.
Easy.
Whoops. Did I click twice?
Yeah, you clicked twice. That's unfortunate because that just wasted a crit. Click on the name in the chat box.
In the name
Yeah,
of...
so in the chat box you see like 23 short sword.
Yes.
Click on the word short sword.
Okay.
9
Yep.
points of piercing damage.
Yeah, we could do that. Okay, so next time I'm
No,
gonna double click.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
And
Oh, yeah, and
so taking on my sword is a move action.
it's part of your attack action. You can still move and you still have a bonus.
Cool. I will draw my other sword as
That
a
you
bonus
cannot.
action. I'm sorry?
So you can draw a weapon as part of an action, but
Where?
not as part of a bonus action.
Can I use my move action to disengage?
That would be an action which you took with your attack.
Well then, that's it. That's pretty much the end of my turn.
Alright. Well, the bugbear is going to finish the job then.
He's gonna miss.
On 23
That's a
Yeah.
miss.
and on 21.
Yeah, I ain't gonna miss. It's gonna hurt.
His first attack didn't catch you by surprise this time. You're gonna take 15 points of damage.
I'm at -5.
And then, because he made like both attacks on you, you're gonna lose another. You automatically lose a death save.
Okay, one
As he
failure.
just like wailed on you to make sure you were down. So you took like 2 hits before you fell flat on your back.
And that's a good start.
The other bugbear, does he hit you on a 14? Gurp.
No.
That's a miss. Crisp, you're up.
Okay. Which
Crispy.
one is the bugbear? Regular bugbear on.
There's a regular
Gurp?
bugbear on Gurp, and then the bugbear chief is turning to face like both you and Yona as you're waking up.
Okay. I'll go up Gurp.
Mm-hmm.
I get this wolf thingy, right?
Yep.
Is it on all attacks or only one?
Let me check. Aspect of the wolf. Your friends have advantage on melee attack rolls on any
All of them.
creature. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to make a short sword attack on the bugbear, and as a bonus action, I'll do an unarmed strike.
Okay. That's a miss, and that's a hit.
That's 5 points of damage.
Not bad.
I rolled that 1 and a 2.
Wow.
Oh.
Yona.
So I woke up.
Mm-hmm.
Yona, please help us.
Who's disturbing my sleep?
That's a rage.
And I take my great sword and I just hit the first
The
bugbear
closest
or
one would be
thing
the
I
chief.
see. Okay, I'll let him have it.
Are you raging or not?
I am raging.
Okay.
Barbarian.
I wanted to make sure that your who's disturbing my sleep was a...
Oh yeah, that's a rage.
Alright.
And I have advantage.
You're not close to... It's allies that are within melee reach of you, Gurp? Or is it... What's the range of the wolf aspect again?
Have advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile to you. So if he like runs around behind it or something, I guess.
Yeah, it's anyone that's close to Gurp.
Oh,
Any
okay.
enemies close to Gurp.
So you would have advantage, Iona, only if you were to attack recklessly. With reckless attack. But that would also give advantage to the bugbear.
No, I won't. No, that's not what I want.
And that
Oh,
is
that's it.
a miss.
Okay.
A swing and a miss. Gurp.
All right. Now I'll have advantage. Battle axe.
That's a miss.
And one more.
And that's a hit.
Nice.
Oof. The bugbear took a pretty big blow from that, and it reels back as it holds open, like tries to hold close the gashing wound that you left on its side. Remfrey's gonna have to roll a
20.
death save. That is
Okay,
one
not
success.
bad,
So
not
far,
bad.
1 success, 1 failure.
That's good.
There's still a 5% chance you die instantly.
Yeah, I know.
The chief.
Just wait. My last success, it'll be a...
Success 1.
Yep,
Well,
exactly.
we'll see. So far, people have been rolling a lot of 20s on those. Yona, do I hit you on 18 and 20?
Yes.
You're gonna take... Oh, might as well put them all together.
Slow rolls.
Simpler.
Slow rolls.
A total of 29 points of damage.
So, round up or round down?
So the first attack would have been 12, so that would be a 6. And the second attack would have been 14 plus 3, 17. So we'll round it down. So let's say you took like 14 points of damage.
14?
Yeah. Seeing that are you still standing?
Yes.
So seeing you are still standing, the chief kind of scratches its head and looks at its morning star, and then grunts and goes back in for another hit, but that's going to be on his next turn. Regular bugbear is being surrounded by 2 people. Hasn't fallen yet, and the chief hasn't taken that much damage, so I'm going to try to drive back Gurp, because you survived last time. Crit.
That's a hit.
You take 25 points of damage.
Rounded down 14?
Yeah, rounded down to 14. Rounded down to 13.
13. Okay.
It like bashed you right over the head with the morning star, and you just shook it off.
Little does he know there's nothing in there.
Like, yeah, like concussion. You're immune to concussions. That's it. That's how it works. Crisp.
I'm gonna do the short sword attack on the bugbear.
Mhm.
See if you survive.
That's a
16.
miss.
Okay. I'll do the unarmed strike. And
That's a
20.
hit.
Nice.
So 5 additional damage.
It is still up, reeling from the blows, and then it turns its attention to you, because you're the one that keeps like pummeling steadily.
Yeah.
And it raises its shield, tries to get into a defensive position. Meanwhile, Yona.
So can I get closer to Gurp to get advantage?
Yes, but you would need to disengage from the chief.
Or else they'd get free hits on you.
Oh, okay.
So your action would be disengaged, and then you'd move over to where I'm at.
Well. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Alright, you disengage and you get closer to Gurp.
Yes.
Alright. Gurp.
Alright. Attack this guy. 19.
That's a hit.
Yes.
The bugbear falls.
Urgh.
The chief turns around, says something in Goblinoid.
Which I would know exactly what he said if I was alive.
I know what he's saying.
He said, "You little shits, you're going to die for this."
I
Remfrey.
howled defiantly.
And I say in Goblinoid, you'll make a fine statue.
God, I hope you petrify him.
Remfrey. Roll a death save.
Let's roll 20. Easy.
That's another success. Someone has to tend to him.
No, he's got this.
I got this, you'll see.
He'll get a crit.
The
Yeah,
chief
it's-
is going to charge at
Chief in job,
I
yes.
need my so 1-2 Crisp, 3-4 Yona, 5-6 Gurp. Gurp.
Yeah.
As you fell the other bugbear, jumping over the fire is this massive bugbear chief wearing a very bright half plate, which, strangely enough, didn't prevent him from stealthing or anything, but it's gonna unleash
Guy's a chump.
everything it has on you. On 18 and 9.
18's a hit, yep.
Alright. You're going to take 18 points of damage.
So 9. Okay.
Alright. Crisp.
Okay. So now he's in melee with Gurp, so I have advantage on the
Yeah, all
chief.
3 of you have advantage.
So I'll do the short sword attack, then I'll Fury of Blows with an unarmed strike.
Sure.
Nice.
So short sword and Fury of Blows.
There's only 1 hit.
So that's 5 points of damage. Minimum all the time.
The bugbear just laughs at your feeble attempt to punch him through the armor. You can still feel that you're connecting, but he doesn't seem to show any kind of pain. Iona.
So now I have advantage.
Yep.
Crit.
It's a crit.
Yes.
Yes.
Good stuff.
That's a lot of damage in one shot. You spin around and just hack what would have been a piece of his arm with your greatsword, but it spins around just in time for you to shear part of the shield and then cut deeply into his right arm. Gurp.
All right. And battle axe.
That's a hit.
Boo.
This is probably when everything ends for Remfrey.
No.
Hey.
Oh, that's a failure. Everything is so your chances of surviving are now at literally 50%.
Nice.
2 failures, 2 successes. If nobody takes the time to patch you up, you're done.
Unless I success.
Yeah.
Can I give him inspiration for his death save?
Your words inspire me beyond the grave.
The chief will turn to Yona because you can fight, which he says in Goblinoid. You can fight. And 17 and 23.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Rounded down to 14, you take 14 points of damage.
I'm down.
Bing, bang. Yona falls down. He turns back to the rest of you.
We need healing potions.
Yeah.
Crisp.
I'll do the same thing again. I'll
Alright.
short sword and Fury of
Mhm.
Blows. 16, 17,
Miss,
and 20.
hit.
17 is miss. So that's 6 points of damage.
Slightly better.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Don't worry, I believe. All
Yona,
3 of these are going
that's
to hit at one point. Oh, God.
You're kidding me.
2 failures. Gurp.
All right.
This
Battle
man
axe
well.
rage. No, we got this.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Remfrey.
Okay, here goes nothing.
You live! You might live yet.
I knew he had it.
So that breaks me down to 0, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Probably
you're not gonna bleed out, basically. The
I was
chief's
about to
turn-
patch myself up unconsciously.
No, it's just you're not gonna bleed out.
Oh.
That's all it means. You're stabilized.
Right, that's what I meant.
But the chief's gonna turn to Crisp.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a double miss.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Snake eyes.
You just deftly dodge out of the way of his 2 Morning Star hits. And once again, it scratches its head and look at the Morning Star.
I'm not taking Simon to Vegas.
I
No.
mean, rolling 2 ones in a row, that defeats the odds.
It will bring me down, so that's good. So I'm out of key, so short sword and unarmed strike.
Sure. That's a miss.
16
And that's a miss.
16.
It's a. We're playing Warhammer now, guys.
Yeah.
Iona, that's save. That's
Oh.
a success.
Whew.
Gurp,
Battle Axe.
that's a hit.
23. Nice.
It takes the blow to the gut, and reels from the pain, clutches its wound, and he says something in Goblinoid. Renfrey, you're down.
But he surrenders.
No, actually. He's gonna, in desperation, make 1 attack on each of you.
Hmm.
So the one on Gurp is a 7.
Nice.
The one on Crisp is a 19.
That does it.
You're gonna take 11 points of damage.
Ow.
It's just,
But-
it's flailing at you, trying to just probably take out as many of you as it can. Crisp.
Okay, same thing.
You got this.
21
That's a hit.
and crit.
That's a
Nice.
crit.
And that short sword, so
Good damage.
17.
So you plant your short sword like right under its arm, and as it reels from the pain, you just go for like this nice right hook to the face, break away half its teeth, as you hear even the neck goes crack, and the bugbear falls down. Iona,
Ah.
That's sad. I couldn't even play.
nobody decided to try to patch you up.
Yeah.
You have nobody to blame but the other players. It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. If you want to remake the same concept, because you didn't get to play the character at all,
Can you please? Can I survive this and be out a couple of days or something? Because that's
Double one.
I don't know, man.
Double one.
it's
Oak
here's
and
what
Bow
we're
will
gonna do.
revive him.
Because I want to play with the permanent wounds and shit. You'll survive, but you'll have a permanent injury.
I'm okay with that.
So you failed 2 saves. You died. That's a -5. So I'm gonna ask you to roll a Constitution check with a -5.
Wow.
Not a save, a
9.
check. So just remove
Oh,
your
okay.
proficiency bonus from that. So that's a 22
Okay, so that's 28. 22.
-5.
So 17.
Alright, you will survive with a concussion. You have disadvantage on every d20 until you finish a long rest. And whenever you finish a long rest with a concussion, you must make a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, you go back to 0 hit points and are dying again.
Okay.
The only way to cure the concussion would be for someone with a healer's kit or with a healing spell. So for now, you're affected, like the consequences of concussion will last until you're either healed magically or healed with someone with a healer's kit.
Okay.
I want to behead the bugbear chief.
And I want to add one more thing, just because. Would you mind, Iona, to lowering your intelligence by 1? Because I mean, that was
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay.
All right. So Yona, against all odds, survives. You guys spend the night.
Oh,
So
I
the
just
first.
want to like desecrate this bugbear chief. Like take his limbs off, his head, pull some teeth out.
My God.
Sure.
Thank God I'm not awake for that.
Well, you're gonna need to spend a good 3 hours at least before both Yona and Renfrey wake up. Yona and Renfrey end up waking up. So Yona, you don't have disadvantage anymore on everything. But the thing about falling back to 0 is something that can happen. So during this long rest, make a Constitution saving throw.
Just dies again.
It's a 10.
Yeah, 10 is enough. That's all you need. So you will regain your hit points. So will Renfrey. You've desecrated the body of the bugbear plenty enough.
I'm interested in his plate, why it's not making noise.
So if you remove the armor from the bugbear, the half plate is surprisingly light. It's made of metal, but it weighs I mean,
Practically nothing.
sort of. It's it doesn't have a strength requirement. No, okay. It weighs the same weight as a regular half plate though. But it's very flexible, very light still.
I could totally wear that.
You would need someone to identify its properties. But yeah.
Okay, so I'll just note it. Press F.
It's the Bugbear's Chief's half plate. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back in 5 to 10 minutes. welcome back. Things have been fixed. Technical issues are fixed. So, you took the armor off the bugbear. It's a half plate that is unidentified. It's a medium armor. It could benefit any one of you. You decide what you want to do with it.
What's your armor class, Ionia?
13.
Yeah, you should definitely probably get that. Or maybe Crispy. I don't know what your armor class is as a monk.
Yeah, well, I'm at 17.
Oh.
It doesn't give me, and I don't have proficiency. So
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, since Yona's in melee, it might benefit her more than even Remfrey because he's technically an archer. It just
Yeah.
didn't happen tonight.
No, really didn't.
well, he
Um,
fought the ground a lot.
Yona, if you
He fought death, okay? Fought death away.
To the last bit.
yeah,
Yes.
Yona, do you put the armor on?
Yes.
All right, it is a cursed armor. No, I'm kidding. So your armor class becomes 15 plus your dex modifier, maximum of 2.
So 15 plus 1, 16 plus Constitution.
Nope. If you're a barbarian and you put on an armor, you lose your constitution bonus.
Oh. Still better than what I had.
Well,
Yeah,
yes.
if your dex modifier is 2, you'll have 17.
It's
We
a
lose
16.
the unarmored defense when we put on armor.
No, I mean, Yona went up from 13 to 16.
That's a big jump.
What's your armor, Remfrey? 14? 13?
It should. It's 14.
You know, guys, if we clear out that city, I'm sure there'll be more magic shit in there.
Yeah.
Got this.
Also, write down Yona, the disarmor is unidentified. So, that was the end of your day.
Yeah, I think we keep going north to.
That was our rest. Yeah.
That was your rest after 2 days. You were going north, following the river at a normal pace, which means 5 hex per day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another day.
In which we forage.
We
First,
didn't need to.
I'm-
Somebody has a.
Yeah, but if you
Outlander.
if you do forage, just let me know.
Oh.
Yes. I mean,
Mhm.
with my natural explorer, I'm able to. Let's see.
Well,
I wanna find
without
more
any rolls, you guys have enough food for yourselves. If you roll, that's like food you get like as a bonus. Like you stash it and you can sell it back to the trading post or whatever.
I think it would be beneficial for us to do that on the way back.
So because time flows by oddly in this game, you do it on the way to whatever. You can only do it once is what I meant. But it's okay. It means you forage. We'll roll that at the end of the game anyway, during the upkeep and everything.
Okay.
However, as you're adventuring today, Mr. Remfrey
Yes.
notices something in the distance.
Oh, look, in the distance.
Seems like ruins of a bunch of walls.
Wanna go take a look see tomorrow? But
I'd
it's
rather-
already the end of the day at this point, right?
Probably a sweet dragon chessboard in there.
I mean, if there's one, that means you can get the other one and get your 30 silver back.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's just silver.
Yeah, I'll take it off your end.
I don't have any more. That was all the money I had.
Okay. Tomorrow, we're gonna go take a look at those ruins and then keep foraging up north.
Sure.
It's gonna delay us by maybe half a day.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen inside ruins?
What's the
I hate you so much right now.
what's
You're
the
taking-
hex number again?
For
The ruins you just saw? Because I have like my map zoomed out completely. I'm trying to find what it is.
it's
Kind
hidden
of
by the
on-
thing, so I don't know.
What? So,
E17?
yeah, EE17. Okay, EE17.
Took me a second to figure it out.
No, it's okay. I just didn't want to move it around. Is all. Alright, that's what I need to know.
So yeah, it's gonna delay us by maybe half a day. So that's pretty much it. I mean, at this point, I would suggest Iona doesn't take a watch and just sleeps it off.
Well, Yona has to make a constitution saving throw. Every time, anyway.
Gosh.
Right, but a full 8 hours sleep is probably gonna help with a concussion.
Actually,
It's not.
full
You
hour
don't
of sleep
want to
is probably
sleep.
gonna drop her down to 0 hit points.
I'm sorry?
That's the problem with concussions. Falling asleep means you might never wake up. That's why she must make a constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, I guess you're gonna take first watch?
Yeah.
Alright. Who has third watch?
I
Who has second
thought
watch?
we were doing 2 watches.
Oh, so who has the second watch?
Gurp and the ranger. I forgot your name.
Remfrey.
Remfrey.
Right.
Sorry.
You notice, Remfrey, a soft sort of glow coming out from the direction of those ruins.
Oh, that seems safe.
What?
And are we talking like a glow? It would be a magical kind of glow, or just like fire?
It's, well, you don't know what causes it, but it's like a soft white glow.
Not fire. Okay.
Do you think we should like sneak over to it right now, and not wake everybody else?
And by the time we're gone, they're sleeping. Somebody could just come by, just like the bugbear, and just pummel them to death, and then we come back to 2 less people.
Yeah, you're right. They probably would die.
Especially if they are without you.
Yeah. Should we wake them up and go to it?
I mean, we're supposed to go in the morning, and let's wake them up.
I wake them up.
Alright, but first, Yona, constitution saving throw. Yona's at 0 hit points.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Guys, Yona's not waking up. Anyone?
Yeah.
I'm not trained in medical stuff. I don't know how to fix people up.
I can try to check, actually, but I don't have...
Aren't you a monk? You should like do stuff like this, right?
I'm not a doctor, but I'll check.
But you've had concussions before.
I'm not a doctor. I was from a casual 21.
She wakes up, but the thing is at 0 hit points.
Guys, let me sleep some more.
Okay, so I guess we'll let her sleep a little more?
Yeah, she'll probably get pretty grumpy if we wake her up again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those coming in chat, basically the permanent injury of concussion, what it does is until she's healed magically or with a healing kit, there's a chance that every time she falls asleep, she wakes up at 0 hit points.
We might need to get her to a healer fast.
So you're saying we should double back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the bird guy could cast a healing spell.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kaka and use some healing spells.
Yeah, both healers are exactly at the same spot.
We should probably like hire one of them to come with us.
No,
If you-
Kaka's a super jerk. Trust me. You ever talk to him, he's like the most pretentious bird you've ever seen.
And I'm pretty sure if I ask him about you, he's gonna say that you're the most pretentious kobold he's ever seen.
How dare you? We're not friends anymore.
It's okay, I still like you.
Damn sure wouldn't say that.
Alright.
So regardless of, like, I've just counted the hexes and the difference in terrain. Regardless, it's 3 days to get there. So if you hoof it back to Iona's cottage, I'm gonna need 3 of you to roll 3d20, like 1d20 each.
Okay. I can roll one and see if...
Oh, I got a 1.
That's a good sign.
At least it wasn't me this time.
8s are good.
You're fine, actually. Nothing happens on the way back.
Is Yona still alive?
You reach the cottage. Well, it's so technically the worst that could happen is she would be at 0 hit points, right? But you haven't encountered anything. Animals won't attack you anyway, so even if sometimes you have to carry her over your shoulders or whatever, it's okay.
We made a makeshift stretcher with branches and
Yeah.
leaves.
You get to Kuka and Mukluk, and Yona receives magical healing of the
Magical
purging all the blood from her head type.
But I'm still at 7 intel.
Oh yeah, you're intelligent. Like that's like the trade-off for the dying part. Welcome to the NFL.
The NFL.
What, too soon?
I'm gonna take a knee to that. It was.
Y'all seen the movie anyway.
While I'm here, can I get my armor identified by Kaka?
Does Kaka have identify?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Mukluk does at worst.
Oh well, Mukluk can do it then.
I don't know
Okay.
if it's part of my manipulation spells.
No, you
Yeah,
would have had. That's true. Wizards don't have identify anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's bards
It's rare.
and priests in
Only
Age of Arcana.
knowledge domain.
Yep.
Actually.
Okay, well, I'll ask Mukluk then.
Mukluk picks up the armor. He's like, "That's a mithril half plate." So
Cool.
what it does is that you do not have disadvantage on stealth.
That's why it was sneaky. Okay.
That's incredibly cool.
DC
I hope we
16.
find like 4 more of those.
It's basically exactly like the Ankeg half plate, except that it's shiny, and it doesn't weigh any less. Whereas the Yankeg one weighs less.
What do we still haven't? Do we have a shield in storage?
If you look at the Discord, the
But
groups-
okay, but that's okay. We're not near that.
No, that's it. And it's only Ankeg full plate and Ankeg longsword that is left in the stash.
Okay. Well, no, the trading post is too far.
Mm-hmm. So, another day, another dollar. Where are you guys going?
Well, going back to the ruins seems.
Yeah, the rune that are at
glowing
17.
So,
Yeah, we'll go back to the ruins.
Alright.
which
let's backtrack.
which hexes do you go through to get to the ruins?
Ooh, we'll discover something, guys.
Why don't we do 15, 15, 15, 15, 16?
Straight line and then straight line?
Yeah.
All right. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Find a hoard of gold.
You encounter something else.
All right, Gurp's incredibly curious.
You encounter an other ruin. It's like this bunker-like structure in the middle of the woods. Its entrance has been sealed. There used to be probably 4 pillars around it. the pillars have been destroyed over time. Like, you see it in the rubbles around the structure. There are inscriptions in Dwarvish, all around like what would be like where the walls meet the ceiling or the roof of the bunker.
Cover here.
There's a bunch of Dwarven runes.
Well, let's go and take a quick look.
Yeah, can I inspect like how the door is sealed?
Yes, you can.
Like, is there a handle or?
No, it's actually just like this flat slab of stone. There's a relief carved on it, and with again Dwarven runes.
Okay.
As I can't read this.
Oh, but I can.
Ramfrey, what does it say?
I-
Here lies a +1 battle axe.
You're too meta.
Here lies mighty Gregor McTavish.
So it's a 2.
Yes. Which we should absolutely not desecrate.
1,000 curses of those who would seek to desecrate his place of rest.
See? Curses. Told you. Let's not desecrate this.
Let's go to the other rune.
I mean, wait.
Sorry,
what if
I
they're
said
lying?
Gregor. I meant. Sorry, the name is.
Hey, go.
No. It's Clegor.
Clegane?
I had Gregor in mind because of Gregor the Technomancer.
A wannabe Gregor.
I mean, what if they're like totally lying about the curses? That's what I'd do to keep people out of my grave.
But let's spin this around, and what if it was an actual warning?
Why would they tell us about it? When you make a trap, you don't tell everyone about it, right? Kobolds don't. Like, hey, there's a trap here, stay out of it.
Alright.
Sadly making a point.
Yes, he is. Alright, in that case, you go in first. I'll be right behind you.
I'll just watch from here.
I don't really know how to open it.
Oh.
I mean, there's nothing to pull on or anything, right, Simon? It's just like a...
No, it's like a slab of stone, so there has to be a way to open it. That's for sure. How you would need to look around. Like, the easiest way, of course, would probably be to break it open.
Does anybody have a hammer? A chisel?
I have a crowbar.
Can I see your crowbar?
Yeah, take it.
I put the crowbar, like, in the seam, I guess, and see what that does.
So, can you make a strength check?
Strength.
Alright, you know what? I know what you're gonna do. Let me have at it.
You plant the crowbar in, and you start trying to push it open, and you notice, like, there's dust falling off the cracks. Like, you make a very small amount of progress. Just not quite enough to open that door.
Guys, I think this will work, but it might take, like, 12 years.
Okay. While you take
might
your
not live
12
long
years,
enough.
I'll look around. And hold the camera.
Let me have at it. I'm gonna try. Can I try to open the door using the
Sure.
same principle?
Yep. Put it in. Start forcing. The door.
Might want to add your strength on it.
He added his strength on it.
I did.
That's a simple 19 die.
He added.
Oh,
his
okay,
strength
okay,
on it.
never mind.
So, the door budges a bit. You get the sense that the way it was built, it's not something that can be flung open.
So that can be
The
pulled out.
slab, yeah, pulled out or pushed in. Like if someone had basically built the entire structure and built the door last, but like just poured it like, well, if it was cement, they would have poured it in place to like seal it off. In this case, it's just like a giant slab of rock that was chiseled to fit in like nicely, tightly with the rest of the door frame.
While they're filling with the door, I'll just walk around and what do I see?
Well, those that walk
the-
around make a investigation check, please.
Don't worry, Gurp. We'll get that door.
Yes.
here.
So, you're walking around looking at stuff. You find around the place, like, there used to be other grave markers, like dwarven tombstones. But nature has quickly gotten the best of the place and just grew over everything, covered the whole place. You seem to be standing in an honest-to-goodness dwarven cemetery. And it seems to stretch on for a good couple of hundreds of feet, if not hundreds of yards.
There's definitely something good in here, guys.
I clean some of the tombstones. Just remove the
Most of
moss.
yeah, like you remove the moss and the like vines or whatever, and so most of the inscriptions are faded. What you read is like, here lies a name that's just illegible. Other time it's like you can see like beloved mother or like fierce defender. There's like others. As you're walking around, you realize like this is an actual cemetery, an actual graveyard. It's been abandoned for years. Whatever settlement used to be around here isn't. But with your 11 investigation, you notice that some of the names on some of the tombs aren't dwarven, but something else. You just don't know what exactly.
So even if I cannot read it, I cannot tell what language it is.
No, it's like you find some of the names, like random names, whatever, but they don't sound Scottish. Dwarves in Age of Arcana are Scottish, so all the names are like Scottish, but like these other names are something else. You just can't put your finger on where, like which culture it's from.
Probably kobolds.
I'll get someone who can read dwarf.
All right, but during that time, I'll let the two gentlemen trying to tear open a door another chance.
Alright, since you
Who has
said,
a crowbar and who helps?
yo, I got a crowbar.
I
But you
have
did say
I
it.
have a +2 strength. What do you got?
I got a crowbar. Alright, so you said that it's something that seems to have been pushed in. Either. Okay, so. Gurp.
Yeah.
This does not look like a regular out of the mill door. I think we should either pull it out to both sides at the same time, or maybe it goes. Maybe we can push it in, which is less likely, because that means that whoever put the door in place was doing so from the inside. So maybe we can just pull the door out, like by doing one side at a time. Slowly but surely, we'll jimmy the door, the cinder, the block of rock out.
Let's do that.
Here you go. Here's a crowbar. Mr. Muscles.
Have fun. Well, that means you're doing the help action, so you're giving him advantage.
All right. Strength.
Yes.
You try to shimmy the door in, and it's going to take a while at this pace. You've got like barely half an inch through in like about a half hour. The tackling it all at once, I would love to see the entire party tackle it head first. Close
Head
your eyes
first, huh?
and charge at the door.
Well,
I
I'll get
remember
Hey,
a
hey,
soldier
Hey!
charging
Hey.
a welded shut door with his
Face.
I was hoping for something,
I don't
Something
know
else.
what you were hoping for. But as you guys do this, Crispy, you are being called by Iona over to one of the tombstones.
Yes.
Can you read this for me?
Can I read
Please.
this for her?
Yeah, I cannot read Dwarven. And that name sounds weird. How do you read that?
Is it common?
Make an intelligence check. It's not so much that it's common, but that it is a rare name. You don't know either. It's not at Morian. That you know. You would have recognized it.
No, I don't know. Actually.
But there are a few of them. Like, it's not a majority, but there are a few tombstones.
Well, how does it sound?
Huh?
How does it sound?
I don't know. Out of game, I don't know yet.
Okay.
But it's... Plus, if I were to tell you out of game, you would know. So, in game, Iona doesn't.
This must have
This
been
is
a
fine
community
progress for me on the door. I'm okay. Half an inch at a time. We'll get it.
Yeah.
At this rate, it might take about 6 hours to get it open.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
Gurp will do the 6 hours.
Yeah,
until
I'll
he
do it.
gets
There's
his
something in
prize.
here. They're
Alright.
dead. They don't need their stuff.
Make your next strength check.
Renfrey, are you sticking through?
Oh my god. Yeah, you know what? I will until the sun. You said I can say how long it's gonna take before the sun sets, correct?
Yeah, because you have Keen Mind.
Right. So is it gonna be done before the sun sets?
If you're lucky enough, yes.
I'm gonna power through this.
Great.
Okay, let me try.
I'm giving you the same instructions that I gave him.
Yeah, advantage and everything.
I totally have that.
It's been about 3 hours.
Progress.
Very little was made.
Anybody get a pickaxe? We can just break that thing.
No, all my stuff is stolen.
Yeah,
And you're
Gurp's
going
been
to-
walking around in like just a simple
Loincloth.
loincloth, sort of.
Mhm. Yeah.
Can try
I-
again.
Let's try. Let's give this another go.
Alright, this door can't go on forever.
So who's rolling?
Who's rolling?
Oh.
Well,
Gurp.
technically, Gurp's the strongest.
Yeah. I'll try again.
There's more progress. At this rate, if you keep going and rolling between 15 and 20, you, with your keen mind, Renfrey, you estimate that you would get it open maybe a bit after sundown.
All right, but once it's open, we get inside and we're gonna make camp there. We're not gonna go and venture forth until we get some more light inside there.
Or at least have the tomb behind us when we make camp. I don't want to be surprised.
Yeah, good point. All right, let's keep on going. Who's next to give it their best?
Your
Yep.
tiny kobold friend is actually the strongest of the group.
Yep.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
My God, go ahead. Yeah,
You got this.
1 more hour. 3 hours
Right.
until sundown.
so 3 more rolls basically.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Bam.
The sun
Gerflex.
sets. You finally open the door. It comes crashing down. It breaks something that was right on the other side of it.
Oh, that sucks for that.
It smashes smashes to pieces, and it was like a cloud of dust in the darkness. And then Gurp, you hear
Yes.
the sound of something like whirring up, like, and then like a beam of energy.
Is it a sense of danger?
Oh, you do sense the danger. I want Gurp, Remfrey, and Yona to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I have advantage on this. We'll see how this
Yeah,
goes.
me too.
Yeah, the barbarians are like, whoa!
Like, uh-oh.
The DC was 15.
Oh.
Those that succeed will take half damage of 20. So
Wow, I'm at 3 hit points.
you didn't jump out in time, and this explosion of magical energy sent you flying a good like 10-ish feet away from the door. And you see inside, so as you like get back up, Yona, you're still like facing the door. So you're the one that sees like these sort of like sparks of something, like electrical sparks. And then you hear a click 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 click. And then a clonk, and this giant crossbow bolt, or I should say ballista bolt, comes flying out of the tomb, but instead of ending in a like a point, a like steel tip or whatever, it's like a claw, and it is flying straight at you. It's got disadvantage because you're prone on the ground,
That shit can aim.
so I'm gonna take 15. Does 15 hit you,
Boom.
Yona?
15? No.
All right.
Thanks the armor.
Yeah, you basically just fling yourself back onto the ground. The claw grazes your armor. You hear the scratching sound of it, and then you notice there's like a chain at the end of that claw, and it retracts. It brings the claw back with such a speed that you believe it could probably, with just a jerking motion of getting hit by the harpoon and then pulled back out, would probably kill a lesser being very easily. And then the whirring starts again.
Can I run in and battle axe the contraption?
I just get out of the way.
Yeah, you can get out of the way. That there's no problem.
It's just gonna keep shooting, right? That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it probably is going to keep shooting through the only opening of the tomb. So as long as you're not in front of it, you're fine. Unless you're within 20 feet of someone who's in front of the opening.
I wanted to run in and like hit the contraption that's doing it.
All right, you rush in the tomb. So it's like this octagonal room. There's a staircase going down in the middle of it. There was something in front of the staircase, but it's been broken to pieces because of just the door that crashed down. Beyond the staircase, there's this let me grab the picture. I'll put it on Zoom for you guys. I'm not allowed to put it on stream. But it is this sort of like ballista with, instead of a dragon head like what you see on the image, it's this sort of dwarven, like angry dwarven face.
Incredibly cool looking.
And it fires, so the sparks are coming out of its eyes as the eyes are like filling up with an orange glowing liquid. And the harpoon is in its mouth. There are also, coming up from what would be the dwarf's shoulders, 2 ballista bolts. It's readying up for another attack. You have plenty of time to get into melee with it. You just don't know what's going to happen if you're standing that close to it.
Can I rage axe it?
Yep, sure.
Rage down. Battle axe. 6. I didn't have an advantage.
You hit it with your battle axe and you realize the wooden pieces of this ballista have probably been treated by something because it just your axe just glances off of it.
Get out the way!
Yeah, can I like move to the side of it or behind it?
You move to the side, or you can move behind it.
Uh-huh.
And then it does the beams come out of its eyes, fly away into the night. They explode upon impact on one of the trees.
Oh. I'm gonna have to plant the tree.
The tree the pieces of the tree, like, it just explodes. There's splinters flying everywhere. They have all caught fire, of course.
Oh, great.
And it starts whirring again.
Can you push it? Push it out of the...
Yona,
of the tomb.
Renfrey, and Crispy, did you do anything while Gurp ran inside? So you saw Gurp running inside. You heard a clonk, and then fire.
I don't know if there's light in there. I don't know if you guys can see or not.
All I know right now is that if somebody steps in front of it, the ballista will shoot. Because it didn't shoot yet. I know it will. So I'm not gonna poke my face there. I'm gonna yell inside for Gurp. Can you push that thing out of the way?
There's no light. I'll take my action to light a torch.
All right.
What do you do after what I said?
I try to hit it again.
Go ahead.
Battle axe.
Cling. Not only does your battle axe bounces off the bolter, but also you chip a piece of the blade.
I will put poison on the tip of one of my javelins.
All right.
my turn.
You make your hair lick it. And then what do you do? That's all you do?
Well, I wait for the machine to
The
fire again.
Okay.
Is there any sort of I don't know, plank or piece of slab of rock that can just like push slightly in front of the opening to see if the ballista is gonna shoot that down?
Sure. You can take like a piece of burning wood and just shove it in front of the opening.
Just see if it's going to detect the movement.
When you put it in front of the opening, the claw fires.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. It destroys the piece of wood you put in front of it.
Okay.
And then bites on something, like whatever remains of the wood, and brings it back in.
Can I push it down the stairs?
You
That's when the thing retracts. I will throw a javelin.
Oddly enough,
Inside.
yes, throw your javelin, make your attack roll, and Gurp, if you want, it would be a contested athletics check.
Oh, great.
And after he does that, I would like to run inside.
But I don't have it.
The javelin bounces off on the ballista. Make your athletics check, Gurp. Yeah, you easily push it down. It's on wheels. You easily push it down the stairs.
Renfrey, this is a good idea, I yell.
It falls down the stairs. You hear it just thud, thud, clonk, clonk. It fires again. It does not. It isn't even damaged in any way.
Is it still like? Is it at least not pointing
So
toward
yeah,
the
it's
stair?
pointing. So like it's on its side, sort of like diagonally. It's targeting like the corner of the ceiling. Like you guys can easily, if you take your time, easily sneak past it. Just duck down and avoid it. But if you're running, if you're not careful, you might get hit by like a stray energy bolt.
It would like shoot up the stairs then, I guess. Yeah.
No, it's actually shooting up, not up the stairs, but like up the passageway. So let's say you're heading into the passageway, it's shooting like this. So you can duck down or jump over. But if you're like in a hurry and you're dashing and running and whatnot, you fail a check and you might get hit.
Okay.
But
Can
otherwise,
we-
you can easily circumvent it.
Can I set it on fire with the torch?
Guys, I think it's safe.
You put the torch to it.
I move backwards.
Roll a d6. You see the wood starts getting like smoky, darken. You get a sense that it might not catch fire, but that you might be able to cause enough damage by spending a few torches worth of time just poking at it with the torch. Like it's flammable, but it's
Yeah.
probably been treated.
Instead of trying to catch it on fire, can we try to disarm it without putting ourselves in danger?
oh
With
yeah,
interacting with the machine.
if anybody has proficiency with thieves tools,
Oh,
Gurp does.
I'll try to disable it.
you're also proficient.
Yeah.
So between Gurp and Crisp, who has thieves tools?
Just wait a second because it
I had some thieves tools, but they were stolen from me.
should have. I'll check D&D Beyond quick.
Because sometimes the background will give you proficiency, but it won't
Yeah.
give you the tools that come with it.
That's the thing. I'll check the background.
I had some tools
Well, now they belong to the hobgoblins.
for now.
There's
Until we catch up to them, huh?
background.
Yeah, but right now you guys are playing Indiana Jones and Dwarven Ruins.
Okay.
If it's criminal, it doesn't give you thieves tool.
No, it doesn't give.
So
me
you
the-
guys are like, if I had the tools, I could do something, but
Yeah.
we don't. But like I said, for the moment, you can duck past it if you want.
Yeah. So there's no like tomb in this chamber we're in. It's down the stairs more.
Yeah, you have to go down the stairs.
I sneak down the stairs past it.
Can we rest a little bit first?
Like short rest.
Yeah, because I'm at.
Yeah,
Great.
if it's safe, we can make a short rest.
Yeah,
But
I mean
what
the thing fires once every like 30 seconds. But after a while you just get used to it. So you use
But what I'm gonna do
Mhm.
is I'll go outside and I have a hunting trap.
Mhm.
I'll just put it in front of the entrance and I'll try to cover it as much as I can.
Alright, so you put down a bear trap. Put some leaves over it.
I'm not gonna be attacked in my sleep again.
Alright.
Good point.
If we're just taking a short rest.
Should I roll a stealth check for it?
No, it's good. It's put in
Okay.
put in place. Anybody wanted to do anything else? Otherwise, you guys can roll hit dice and everything to do a rest.
Yeah. I'll just roll hit dice.
Let's do a rest, yeah.
Roll your hit dice.
9, 8. All right, I'll go up to full. 2 hit dice.
Remember, you only regain 2 hit dice per long rest if anything happens. So, you head deeper into the tomb.
Oh, for her.
The
Yeah, I'll lead.
all right. Oh, Crispy, did you keep your torch with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, also you guys can't see.
Yeah, so Gurp, you can see pretty far compared to them. And you notice that after a few feet, let's call it the second level, splits into 3 corridors. It either goes straight, there's one going to your left and one going to your right. All along the main corridor that you're walking down the stairs from, you have, so it's a stone wall, right? Like a brick wall. But at dwarven eye level, there's like a band of smooth stone upon which runes were carved.
Dude, what does
Rampart,
it say?
Can you read that?
So, Remfrey, you read the story of Clegor MacTavish, a proud dwarven inventor and warrior who decided to go against the traditions and help the southern invaders. This tomb was built to commemorate the story and the life of Clegor, both the good and the bad.
He's a traitor. I think this tomb deserves to be raided.
I mean, he put himself some security in place, so if we can defeat that, I suppose we would be, I don't want to say entitled to anything, but we can see what's available.
Oh, this sounded so much like British Explorer. Hey, if we open this, we're entitled to whatever's inside.
Oh god.
Thank you, white guy.
You have a flag? You can put a flag on it.
It's mine now. So, three
That's how this
corridors.
works, right?
The inscriptions give a clue of what lies into each corridor. The one that's ahead of you. So, Gurp, you see it. It ends with a door. This corridor in front of you says his mind was his greatest prison. The one to the left says his findings led to our downfall. And to the right, his wealth was never deserved.
I'll go with the wealth door. Yeah.
I found some pretty cool stuff, though. I guess we'll go right, but I definitely want to go left still.
Okay, so left, we're going to find whatever contraption he built. More than likely more of those ballista shooty thing.
No, it's stuff that he found, right? So he found something that was super cool.
So right,
Yeah.
right, his wealth was never deserved. Left, his findings led to our downfall.
Yeah.
And front, his mind was his greatest prison.
Yeah, I don't like the one right ahead.
We need the brain.
Right in a jar.
Oh.
I guess we should go right first.
All right.
Yeah.
Each door is it's an iron door. With, of course, the same inscription as you saw outside. Like, here lies Clegor MacTavish. 1,000 curses on those who befoul his tomb. His resting place, I should say.
We're just helping it.
Don't try to rationalize this. We are
Oh.
Tomb Raiders.
Maybe you
What
are.
I'm doing here.
And Kobold tribes, this is normal.
Who opens the door?
Gurp will.
I'm not touching that door. I'm out of the way of that door.
You know what? Me too. I know what
You
happened.
back away in the corridor and, like, round the corner.
Yeah, like, go ahead, do your thing. We'll be right there.
I'm
got this,
rooting
guys.
for you.
Make a strength check, Gurp.
You know what? This dwarf's going to reward my bravery and curse all you guys.
That's fine with me. You'd rather be cursed than dead.
Strength check, normal.
Yeah, you need to put a bit of pressure, but you manage to push open the door after a minute. It creases on the stone floor. You need to constantly apply pressure on it to be able to open it. Like, there's no... It probably moved over the years. But you end up opening it, and inside this once lavish room has, like, a fainted painting of a dwarf on the far wall. Flanking the painting, 2 dwarven-sized full plates. And in the middle of the room, a bunch of sealed vases surround a massive wooden, strengthened with iron chest.
Guys, it's super dangerous in here.
All right,
close
we're
the door
coming.
behind.
You close the door behind you.
So we come across a now closed door. I
Well,
will
as you round the corner, like you heard Gurp say, it's super dangerous in here. You round the corner and the door just goes.
Oh shit! Rush! I need to push the door open.
I'll try. I'll help you
Okay.
pushing it open.
I want to hold the door, Simon.
All right. Gurp, make a strength check, and that's gonna be the DC for everybody else.
I'm going to use my inspiration on this.
Sure.
Yes!
All right. So it's DC 22 to open this door.
I don't think we can.
No,
Uh,
I know I can't.
The
No,
most we can
that's
roll
true.
is a 21.
None of you are strong enough to open it. All right then.
You son of a bitch.
So you start like tackling the door, bashing into the door, trying to get it open, kicking, pushing. What do you do, Mr. Kobold?
So, dwarven half plate, vases.
2 dwarven full plates flank a portrait,
Mhm.
chest surrounded by sealed vases.
I go to the chest.
Ah,
All right. It's like on a dais. It's like raised maybe a foot above. So it's not as massive as you thought once you get close to it. You have to move some of the vases. So you guys from beyond the door, you hear like the smashing of pottery, of clay. Inside the vases, by the way, as you're just moving them, it's like copper pieces.
Guys, don't come in. You'll all die. It's a kobold room.
Can I make an insight check?
You can certainly make an insight check.
That's real.
Make a deception check.
I wouldn't have advantage, I don't think.
So that's a 13. Yeah, like when he mentions it's a cobalt room, and he kept talking about how, oh, it's a cobalt dungeon, it's a cobalt thing to loot. You're like, okay, wait a second. And with renewed vigor, you start slamming into the door. You're still going to need not a 22, because Gurp isn't holding it back. But I'm going to ask you guys to roll for initiative. Because who knows how much time Gurp's going to have.
Come on, Gurp.
All right, Gurp, you go first.
Yes!
You're standing in
open the
front of the
chest.
massive chest. You
open
open
the
the
massive
chest. And you
It swallows you all.
are immediately bitten by the chest
Ah.
as you are
It's a mimic.
stuck to it. You're not surprised. Like, you open it, you see the big bulging eyes inside, and you're like, should have expected it. And then it tries to close on you. It doesn't have advantage, but does it hit you on a 20?
Yes.
Alright. I might be able to just find it from here so I can roll actual rolls instead of having to type them. Thank you. I'm just gonna roll it again to whatever, but I need to, it's for the
To get
damage.
the damage roll.
So 4 piercing damage and 5 acid damage.
Okay.
And you are stuck to it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, it's just a kobold thing, huh?
uh-huh.
Everybody else.
You guys are what's still trying to get in. I told you to stay out.
Well, Remfrey first. You can try to open the door.
I will try to open the door.
Can I help him?
That
We
would
were
be on your
already
turn
on the
because
door.
it's like combat, but 13 is 13 is actually enough. You
Can I
push the
kick down
door
the door?
open. You notice that Gurp is being eaten by this massive chest.
Oh god, he was right!
And that would be Yona's turn.
So I have a clear way to the mimic.
Oh yeah, you can make your way. Like, unless Remfrey was trying to prevent you from going in.
So I will charge at it with my greatsword, and I will attack recklessly
Holy shit, go right ahead.
to try to get him out of that chest.
Yeah, smash this chest to pieces.
modifier.
On a 19.
19 hits.
That's 8.
8 points of damage. You start smashing into the chest. Okay, cool. So, Crispy, what do you do?
Well, I'll move to the chest and I'll stab it.
With your sword?
Yeah.
Alright. It's a hit, and that's a lot of damage. So you both start hacking at the chest. The chest is still going to... No, actually, Crispy, you dealt a lot of damage, and the chest doesn't like that, so it's going to try to stick yourself to it. Do I hit you on a 16?
No.
So, like, there's a tongue that came out, tried to latch at you and bring you back into the chest, but it failed. It's Gurp's turn, and then everybody else.
Can I still attack it?
Yeah. I'd say you can, but with disadvantage, unless you attack recklessly. Because you're, like, half inside of it.
Oh, yes,
I
it's
will.
pack tactic, right?
Yeah, I will rage and.
Oh, yeah, so you have pack
yeah, I'll
tactics,
attack.
so you don't need to for the first attack anyway.
Yeah, I'll rage and normal attack it.
That's a hit.
15. Oof, that's rough.
Everybody else.
I will get in the room and I will try to stab at the.
Stab or shoot?
If I shoot, I could shoot, but yeah, you know what?
If you stab, you'll have advantage if you run up to it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
true,
thing. I want to.
though. Alright.
I have more chances of if I shoot to hit somebody else than if I just.
Even if you roll twice?
I'm sorry.
I said even if you're rolling twice, you'd have a better chance at hitting?
Yeah, because you have advantage if you get into melee reach.
Right.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I was just giving you the option.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into melee range, even though.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's okay,
So-
nobody knows you're an archer.
Exactly,
Yeah.
except for me.
So roll with advantage. That is a hit.
Come on, piercing.
That's a 5 damage.
Yes. 5 damage.
Crispy or Yona?
I'll go. I'll continue the stabbing. Ooh. I'll try to kick it as bonus. Gonna get
Sure.
stuck. Right. 8 damage.
You kick it. I'm sorry, I wanted to stop the music.
Yeah.
So the 12 is a hit, by the way.
Oh, well. So that's
So 13 in all. But your foot is now stuck to it.
Yes.
So
What?
you can do so 3 more times. 4 if
Hey.
you count your head, but after that
Yeah.
you're fucked.
I will attack normally, but still have advantage. Because Gurp is raging, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Gurp is rage being swallowed.
It's a new state of
So
That's
that's
very
nice.
upsetting. This should have been a treasure chest.
You hack the chest in half, and it blah and dies.
Aha!
That's when you notice
Yeah.
the 2 armors in the back.
Oh,
start
come on.
moving. So
I
Gurp,
get
it's your
out of
turn.
the room.
What do you think, guys? Do we attack the armor?
Yes, we're.
I
They're gonna
run
put-
at one of the armors and
Wouldn't
I
it
attack
be-
it.
You want to take them on right here? Okay.
So you charge at one of the armor. 14 does not hit.
Wait, we unstuck of the mimic, right?
Yeah, you're on stuck of the mimic.
Okay.
It died. The armors are gonna crowd Gurp because you're the only one in melee.
Mhm.
Let me also bring them up.
Is it just me or I don't see the turn order on.
No, there's no turn order because it's basically them and then all of you. I'm doing it like simple because it's not a big fight. So, do I hit on 7, 17, 15, and 6?
17's a hit.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage as the armor slaps you in the face.
Round it down.
Yeah, round it down.
Is that 1 or 2?
That would be 1.
Okay.
So, you guys can go.
All right, let's just gank them on our end.
Yes, crowd around Gurp. We got this.
So we're still raging.
If you
I'm
want.
still raging.
Okay. So I'll bash the closest one I in front of me.
Mm-hmm. It's armor number 1 and armor number 2. Righty and lefty.
Okay, I'll bash lefty.
Oops.
No, it's okay. Renfrey, you miss.
Right.
But,
You had advantage.
yeah, you had advantage. And Yona, you hit.
That better?
So, yeah, that's also a hit.
Nice.
20 points of damage to righty.
Yikes.
You guys are hacking the armor to pieces. You realize as you're hitting it that like it's not an actual suit of armor, so it's made like of reinforced tin. So it's solid-ish, but you can bend like you can well, you would be able to bend it if it wasn't moving, but like you can dent it easily. You can even tear pieces of it with your weapons. I'm
What's
still
inside?
missing.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing inside.
Okay.
I am still missing Crispy and Gurp.
I'm gonna attack the lefty with Flurry of Blows. So
Crit.
this one
Hit.
crit and
Hit.
so okay. This one,
That's not a
this
bugbear.
one, this one.
Oof.
So that's 16,
16,
20
26,
29.
I'll attack whichever one Crispy just
All right,
did
lefty.
whatever he did. Yeah.
Oh, he just like pummeled it. There's like a bunch of imprints of his fist and foot in the armor. That's a hit. You slice open the armor like you were just wielding a massive can opener.
Uh-huh.
It falls in 2 halves on the floor.
That sucks.
The armor on the right is going to attack. Renfrey. On 22 and 21.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're going to take 11 points of damage.
That's not terrible.
As it just pummels you. It tries to do exactly like Crispy did. It's just slower and clumsier.
And I still got hit. Got it.
And it's all of your turn.
I'm gonna do a little.
You can have both scimitar and short sword, by the way.
Right. That's why I clicked on scimitar because I wanted to change the attack for +2 instead of a +5. But I guess I selected it. Let's where's the thing that. Whatever. Alright, so I will strike with my normal hand. Nope.
Do it twice.
Oh, right.
Does 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
Alright, and my scimitar.
Wait, wasn't
Second.
that the 9 for the short sword earlier? Oh no, okay, you
well,
clicked twice on.
he's
Well,
trying to roll.
regardless, they both miss. It would be the same attack roll.
Right, but do I get advantage?
Yes.
So that's what's for my one attack. Now
Okay.
I'm doing for my second attack.
Sure. You can click advantage at the top of your sheet, by the way.
Yeah, I know. There you go. I hit with 19.
19 hits.
There you go. Damage.
4. All right. The rest of you.
I'll finish the job on it.
Sure.
Well, I'll try
That's a hit.
on a 22.
Yeah,
12.
it's done. You also shear it into, and both halves fall on the floor. Once the armors fall, the painting on the wall doesn't do anything.
I'm still angry at it. I take it off the wall and I throw it.
You
It's
break.
your fault.
You break a very old painting.
It was very valuable.
Can I search the room for anything?
Yeah. So
Door sucks.
you spend some time like checking all the vases and everything, making sure that you don't forget anything in this room, and you find the following. For one, there's a shit ton of copper. All in all, in this very room, you find 8,000 copper pieces.
Jeez.
Yeah, carrying all that would be, so it's 50 for one, so what's 20? 20 times 50? That's 100, that's 1,000. So, like, these 8,000 copper pieces, they count as 8 heavy item.
We'll go to Bar Run, grab some peasants.
Otherwise, there's 600 silver. That might be a bit more manageable. You find in swans. So, what are swans? Swans are paper currency in Age of Arcana. In game terms, it counts as a currency, like gold pieces or whatever. The only thing is you can only trade swans at a bank.
Which means in civilized lands.
Yeah, unless you can manage to have a banker settle the area or something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fly away for a second too, but you find 2,300 gold worth of swans. And I'll be right back as well.
Okay. Next plan. Get that swan into money.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure we can trade swans with a merchant.
Yeah, although he might not give us the actual worth of it, but if we can get like 1,500 gold piece worth,
Yeah, we
instead
need
of 2,300, still pretty good.
we need actual merchants that will actually sell us stuff for that amount. Because it's basically a mention.
Yeah, good point. Good point. 8,000 copper piece means 80 gold.
Yeah.
It's not much, but that's still 80 gold.
And the 600 silvers.
Yes.
No. Sorry about that, everyone. We're going a bit overboard, but inside the mimic, you find what?
Pieces of kobolds.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14 different gems.
Ew.
Okay.
It's like a bag full of gems. They're all about like the size of a, let's say, like a D12.
Okay.
So they could
Does that
fit on a
have
massive
value?
ring or something, or on an amulet. What?
Does those gem have any kind of gold piece value, or we need to get them?
You need to
appraised?
have them appraised.
Okay.
But I
We
can
shall
give
do
you
so.
I can give you the like names of each of them if you wanted. There's a carnelian, a chrysoprase, citrine, jasper, moonstone, onyx, quartz, sardonyx, star rose quartz, and zircon.
It's one of each? Or...
No, there's like, so if you just write
yeah,
like
mimic
gems from Clegger's tomb, I'll know what they mean. We'll keep it simple, and if you get them appraised, like, the person will appraise the whole bunch and tell you how much each are.
And then we start angling from there.
So the armors were tin. They're not worth anything. They don't offer any protection. Gurp, for your information. So yeah, aside from the 8,000 copper, 600 silver, you guys also found 23 gold pieces worth of swans, paper currency.
Yep.
So right now it's useless until you find a bank or whatever, but it doesn't weigh anything. 8,000 copper, a bag full of gems inside the mimic, and 600 silver. Seems like this guy was pretty rich.
But it's
Yeah, but
not
he did-
deserved.
He didn't deserve it. Therefore, we shall put it to good use.
Yes.
Again, another thing you notice, the swans. They're not written in Dwarven. Most of them are written in this strange alphabet that is similar to Common, just similar enough that you can make out the numbers on it and everything,
But not.
but
anything
not like
else.
the rest that's written on it.
Okay.
Where do you go from
Okay.
here?
Anything else in here?
There's the 2 other corridors.
Is
Okay.
it? Was it at the end of the day when we got here, Simon?
Yep.
Yeah.
Should we try to rest? I'm down to keep going, but
Well, the thing is if you wanted to rest, I would call. That would be the end of the session. You guys could go back to the tomb to revisit it.
Well, if there are only 2 rooms,
so
Alright.
Is-
We can just keep going.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd be
his
down.
mind was as great as prison, and
His findings led us to our downfall.
Yeah.
I'd start with the one with the mind first.
Yep.
yeah, might as well go to his brain. Maybe it's his body. Have his prized battle axe on him.
Or in him.
Alright. You open the door at the end of the corridor. And you hear the rattle of chains.
I close the door.
And you see this dwarven, emaciated individual chained to the opposite wall of that door. Of that room, sorry. Its skin white, drained of all color. His rough beard grew out in what seems like to be like a porcupine's like quills. Its eyes have sunken so far into his skull that you can only see these like tiny beads of red peering at you. And as soon as you open the door, it lurches forward to whatever range like the chain will let it rush forward, and it just it's rabidly biting at the air, trying to claw at like anything around it. It's just freaking out. And it doesn't let go as long as you're in its presence.
We should put that thing out of its misery.
Yep. I'm gonna take my bow, which I'm very proficient with.
Whoa, you have a bow?
What?
I know, right?
All that time?
Alright, make a bow attack.
I'm
Make a ranged attack.
doing this.
You aim and shoot an arrow. It goes straight into his skull and it falls down limp.
That was too easy.
Is there anything else in the room, or
Yep, in the center of the room, just out of reach of whatever creature that was, is a casket made of stone.
Oh.
Can I shoot maybe another arrow into that thing's
You
skull?
want to double tap it? Sure.
Yeah. Would I shoot that at disadvantage since it's prone?
Yeah, but it's also unconscious and not moving, so it's a normal attack. Yeah, the
And I
second
miss.
arrow misses.
Dang.
Yeah, the third one hits.
I want to go over to the tomb or the casket.
There you go.
Sure.
Put another one in. I'm gonna go get my arrows if I can.
You can only get, it's half the amount of arrows you shot rounded down. So
One.
one in this case.
That's good.
The casket bears no inscription. No relief on it. No markings. Nothing.
I open it.
You open the casket. Inside, it lies
Another
empty.
mimic. Empty?
And it's there's something carved in Dwarven at the bottom of the casket.
Alright, I get my arrows and come and take a look.
A traitor deserves a traitor's burial.
So no burial?
Chained to the walls and left for dead.
And let to never die, I suppose.
Seems like it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Anything else in here?
Could I history check what like a dwarven trader's death is?
Sure. Doesn't tell you much.
Yeah.
Gregor could probably answer that back at the trading post. But like, judging by the circumstances around what you see in the room, like the casket is empty, there's like an insult at the bottom, and then there's a guy chained to a wall. Probably that the casket was to belong to that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I will put my boot to that thing's neck and search him, just in case it wakes up.
There
yeah,
is
good point.
nothing. It is actually stark naked.
Oh,
Oh,
what a pleasant view.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else in the room but the casket, the guy, and the chains?
Nothing.
Alright. Oh,
couldn't we put that guy in his casket?
yeah, well, I want to do the same thing. Going to unhook the chains and unceremoniously put him into his casket.
You just pick him up, fling him in the casket,
Pretty much.
close the casket.
Yep.
You hear a noise coming from the room that you never went to.
Oh.
There is a click and the scraping of metal on stone.
It's got to be my battle axe.
Yeah. Let's
Yes.
go look for it.
Absolutely. Go ahead. We'll be right behind you.
So the door to that room's open. And standing inside, which appears to be some sort of laboratory, is a ghostly dwarf. Disheveled, with a jeweler's lens on one eye. Of course, everything is like ectoplasmic, ghostly. But it's busying itself, going to and fro different crates and trying to unpack stuff. But it's clearly not like touching anything. It seems to be trying to set up like a shop or something. Or at least a workshop.
Mr. Dwarf?
Oh, God.
It turns around and says, "Huh. I have you to thank for my final rest, it seems." My thanks. The DM forgot to do an accent, so fuck it.
You're welcome. I think.
I would like it if you were to leave my home now.
You don't happen to have anything super cool back there, do you?
Here.
I mean, he's an inventor.
And he looks at like all the crates that have been packed, and like there are dwarven runes on each. Renfrey, you read them as like warnings, like do not open, do
Handle
not
with
touch,
care.
handle with care, fragile.
This way up, upside down.
Yeah.
Clegger, my battle axe has a chip in it for me trying to rescue you. Do you have a new one back there? Oh.
What you would want to do, if you don't have a lot of pride in yourself, would be
Not really.
to go back to a dwarven settlement that just appeared on the map.
Aha!
He's like, go back to name that the DM's gonna come up with because he completely forgot about. But like dwarven name for a settlement. He's like, go back to there. It's if the rats over there are willing to trade with one not of their own, and so be it. You're gonna pay a lot more dealing with them than you would have dealing with the humans. Dwarven settlement.exe. Yeah.
So is he saying that we should go there to get more money out of stuff?
No, he said I can go there to get a cool battle axe.
Ah.
But dwarves sound like they don't like anyone but themselves.
Perhaps not even a kobold, to be honest.
If we mentioned that we saved you, would they be more apt to help me?
He said, they're not dwarves. I'm not a dwarf.
He's a ghost, obviously.
What?
Maybe I should have. This Duergars we're speaking of.
Dwarves.
Isn't that the same
Oh.
thing?
That's sort of racist. But that's okay. I don't like them anyway. They don't deal with anybody but themselves. It's gonna lead to their downfall one day.
But
Speaking
if we
of-
mention that,
When are we? Seems like I've been kept in the dark for so long, I've lost tracks of days and nights.
Ah.
Should have been 8 months.
I don't know. Was an emperor still alive when you were alive?
Well, there were many emperors. You mean for Clan Dweorg?
No, a human emperor.
Yeah, the mighty Velian Empire. Velian Empire. Yeah, it stretched
Yeah.
all the way up to here.
Whoa, you've been dead for so long.
Velian Empire, I think I mentioned it only in the first game or so, but it ended over 1,000 years ago.
So do we calculate years as like numbers still?
Sort of. Like, to make it simple, your, I think the time is like 1248 VA after the, AV after Vel, I think, something like that. Anyway. It was a while back.
you've been dead for like 1,000 years.
He looks at itself and he's like, not bad for 1,000 years.
You're dead though, right?
I figured as much. I starved to death in here. They didn't enjoy me spreading my wonderful contraptions to the settlement to the east.
Oh,
Stupid, short-sighted idiots.
More than likely, they used those and just implemented corrections and improvements. And today we see perhaps something that has been created from one of your creations.
Probably. I don't know. You don't look like you're decked out in my inventions anyway. Not that I
Yeah.
would share them. I didn't do much. I just... Well, you've seen it. You saw my prized possession when you entered.
Oh.
They
Yes.
left it here to use it against those who would try to follow in my legacy. Automated magical devices. Built to... We never play this late. And, there you go. I need to close the blinds. Automated magical devices. Used for the protection of one's own home.
It worked fine.
yeah, totally.
Hopefully it still works. You haven't tried destroying it, have you?
Oh, we simply moved it around.
Sure, have it.
You wouldn't be able. Not with
That's how you
puny
chip-
weapons you have.
That's how you chipped his axe, to be honest.
I know. There's only one thing that can go through that.
What's that?
Adamantine.
Do you have any?
Nope.
What if someone wanted to follow your legacy?
One. You're not Dwarven. You're not Duergar. You won't partake in my secrets. 2. I don't even remember how I built it. See this? And he pokes through his head. It's like, that thing's been going to shits ever since they tied me up down here. Whatever we have is whatever you'll always have.
Can you still make stuff as a ghost?
Nope.
What's in your
No.
crates?
There's
There.
nothing for stopping us from taking your stuff in there.
He doubles in size and says, "There's me," and then goes back down to his regular size.
I mean,
This
it was
is my
just
stuff. I asked you politely the first time to leave my home.
I don't think he's gonna ask again.
It's probably best to leave.
I mean,
Got
I don't
me
think you
right.
can really do anything, but I'll leave.
But we went through all the trouble to open the door and make sure you rest, and we leave with nothing.
I mean, we got like all the gold coins and stuff, right?
You what?
Oh,
What are you?
This was
I'm
all
wa-
for initiative. This was my wealth, he says.
But it says it was not deserved.
You're not helping us.
I mean, I think we took the silver and the gems, right? We just like screw the copper.
No, I would still be okay with the copper.
Nobody can carry all the copper with them. You
Even if we
would
do
need-
multiple,
Huh?
even if we do multiple trips to this, to the.
Oh, if you
the
do
surface?
multiple trips, yes. But
The service, I mean.
you didn't do it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct. Right now we have gems, paper, and the silver, I believe.
Yep. Let me. I have to drag it onto the map. Cool. So, your initiative. So that would be Gurp first, then Remfree, Crispy. I need to roll for mine. I got 11. So it's all four of you, and then the ghost of Clegger.
So, how do we hit the ghost? How does a ghost hit us?
I don't know. I've never fought a ghost.
Hmm?
I take
Sure.
a step back, and I will put poison on one of my javelins.
I throw a javelin at it.
Throw a javelin. That is a hit. That is, your javelin goes right through. Whew. Seems like some of its ethereal stuff that it's made of, it didn't close the hole completely. So there seems to be some sort of,
Consistency.
yeah, there's a consistency to it, and your javelin still had a certain impact.
We need a big ass fan.
Yeah, I'll go
If-
ahead and do the old.
Totally point its ballista thing at it.
Oh wait, it's roll it with advantage for some
Oh,
reason.
sorry.
Well, you just roll the first number. You take the first number,
Yeah.
so it's 11, 7,
11,
17. The 11 and the 17 hit. And Remfree, you do hit.
Okay, so that's 14 for me.
Good enough.
+8.
Good enough. Alright, I want all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh no.
Nice.
Alright.
If you're telling me that I'm aging 30 or 40 years, I'll kill you.
It's
No, I think
if
you're
you had
possessed.
rolled an 8, you would have aged.
Oh, nice.
All of you are frightened, except for Remfree and Gurp. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all of you are now immune to the aging, because, I mean, just for fun, you would have aged, that doesn't work, I think. Yeah, no. So I have to double it myself. Well, you would have aged 10 years. Which,
I didn't want another aged Medusa.
well, the thing is Gurp would have probably died of
Oh.
old age.
Got this.
Um, How long do kobolds live? Just for fun. Just for
Like
fun, because this
25.
is not even his action. Like,
50.
yeah, so 10 years wouldn't have been much. Would be like 20 years for a human. And then who's in melee with him?
Me and me.
All right.
Yeah,
Crispy.
I threw a javelin from a ways away.
Crispy, do I hit you on? Do I touch on a 10?
No.
So it tries to just pass its hand through you.
And I think Yona haven't played yet. But yeah.
No, Crispy, you played. Yona
Yona.
played. No, she put poison on her javelin.
Oh yeah.
So now it's up to the 4 of you.
Yeah.
Which I'll remind you, those that are afraid, you have disadvantage, and you cannot walk closer to the creature.
Unless you're already in melee.
If you're on really melee, it doesn't matter, but you still have disadvantage on all of your attacks. So,
I hit?
Remfray, you hit. It's cool.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to like suffer any pain anyway.
Hold on, I'm gonna do a little trick. I just forgot the name.
You mean the other one?
Yeah, I can't expend it, and I'm sure.
No, you just need to click on the name.
But it's only with melee weapon, right?
Yeah, no, but it's leave opening he wanted to do.
Nice.
So, every allies has a 1d4 bonus on their next attack
And damage.
and damage roll if the attack is made before the start of your next turn.
Yeah.
Mr. Remfray.
Yes.
So,
Y'all get the bonus D4.
yeah. All of you, what'd you do?
Okay.
I'll rage and run at it and swing my battle axe.
All right. Were you afraid? No, you weren't afraid.
Nope.
Go right ahead.
Battle axe. 13.
You're not afraid of no ghost. You hit.
Battle axe.
Plus a D4.
Oh, that's right. Slash roll 1d4. Nice.
Hey!
All right. How about Crispiness?
I'll attack. Gurp is raging, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll attack normally with bonus unarmed strike. Bonus to attack, right?
Yeah, but they all hit so far.
Okay, so damage and 2d4. So that's
Nice.
8
20.
plus
20.
20.
Nice.
That's nice.
And Yona.
So I will.
Oh yeah, remove 4 damage because it's next attack only. It's not all attacks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, right. So it's.
Yeah.
So I will throw my javelin. And I miss.
Add a d4.
A D4. You're a D4.
D4.
What?
That's a hit.
Good.
You don't roll for poison damage because it is immune to poison.
I don't know that.
No, I know, but I'm telling you now.
Roll a D4 again.
But roll a d4 for damage. Just press the up arrow.
That's what I.
Up,
What?
enter.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do.
Yeah, I know,
Okay,
but it's because you
that's
typed
strange.
it wrong the second time. So it chose the second wrong.
Maybe I put a space somewhere. I don't know.
You made the slash was after the R.
Gurp,
Not...
did you play?
Oh, okay,
Yes,
yeah.
You were the first to play. So it's the ghost's turn.
He doesn't get a D4.
No. It looks at all of you and Crispinus, make a charisma saving throw.
Oh. 10.
The ghost disappears.
Oh.
Oh, great.
We beat him.
And on
Kill
his
it.
turn, Crispy is going to punch all-out attack on Gurp.
Yep.
Go ahead. Flurry of blows, everything.
No more key. So simple.
You guys took a short rest. You have your...
Yeah. One on the armor and one just now. I have 2.
Oh, true. Okay, cool. So
19's a hit.
Okay. So that's 9 damage on Gurp.
4 rounded down.
Yeah.
Crispy, what the hell?
He can't speak.
I cannot, right?
nope, you're completely possessed.
Okay, well.
Is he like normal, like and like making world sounds?
Well,
and,
his eyes
tongues?
turned like glowy, milky white,
Mhm.
and it
Alright.
it keeps attacking you, but it keeps like saying stuff in Dwarven, basically like get out of my house and everything.
Can we dogpile him?
Well, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna go to punch you. With my sword. Oh, wait. I would have to get my sword out
Yeah.
and move to... I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Sorry, Crispy. Pew.
I don't know how to perform an exorcism.
So,
Roll your attack roll.
Are they still frightened if they can't see it?
Oh yeah, they're still frightened of like the situation in general, but
Okay.
here's my question. You have advantage because of the wolf thing. But that still is
Not on a ranged attack.
not on range attack. All right. But I want to know, do you consider Crispy even in his possessed form
Yeah.
to be
Ally.
an ally?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to kill him.
All right,
I
so
don't know how
nobody
to
has
get-
advantage on him.
Yeah.
okay. Good enough. Phew!
So,
11.
Yona and Gurp.
So I missed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
And I say, Crispus, no! And I'll rage and I'll try to hit him with the back of my blade.
Yeah, it's 5th edition, so it's only the last blow, the killing blow, that you can choose to like not
Yeah,
kill the
but-
person.
Roleplay wise.
Yeah, I know. So you hit with the flat of the blade, and by the way, it doesn't work on range attacks though. Range attacks are always lethal.
Sorry.
So you swing. Is a 16
I-
enough to hit you?
No, I don't have advantage on that.
So 15 doesn't even work. Gurp.
Sorry.
We don't want to hurt you.
Snake Eye!
Crispy. Well, it's cool. You don't want to hurt him, but the ghost controls Crispy, and goes to punch Iona this turn.
I know grappling's kind of stupid in 5th edition, but is there any way we can restrain him to where he can attack, quote unquote? Like,
Yeah,
hold
you
him
could.
down, tie him up, and...
You could,
Okay.
but is an 18 enough to hit you, Iona?
Yeah,
Take 7 points of damage.
that's 4.
Yeah, so like possessed Crispy's punching at you, but you're both raging and taking the hits. It's your turn again.
I try to grapple him. Or, I mean, so like grapple and then, like restrain, tie him up. So I guess, like, start
yeah,
with
Crispy,
grapple
you
and
can
then-
roll the highest of your acrobatics or athletics. You're muted, but okay. Ooh, acrobatics.
What?
Well, you're not muted anymore. And Gurp, roll for
Okay.
athletics. Yeah, you restrain him.
And then I'm just go punch, punch, punch.
Well, right now he's grappled. If you
Yeah,
want
he
to
can
knock him
still attack.
unconscious or tie him up or whatever, Yona and Remfrey can act.
Tie him up.
All right. Little bondage in the house. Let's go.
All right.
Rope, 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 rope.
Rope.
Hogtied.
There is a hogtied possessed Crispy. What do you guys do?
Knock him unconscious.
Yeah, I think that's the best bet. All right, we just pummel.
Well, can't the ghost just come out again and do the same thing? If we leave him in there, we could take all the stuff.
And Crispy's like, no, you're not taking my stuff. No.
Okay.
That's not a bad idea.
Maybe we can just bargain with the ghost in this case. Let's see. We can take the coins, but he keeps the boxes, and we're leaving right now.
Well, we don't actually know it. Maybe there's cooler things in the boxes than the coins. Why don't we look in both, and then we decide to leave one or the other?
You make sense. I have to agree with that.
If you look inside the boxes, those are all, it's basically material to build a Technomancer's workshop.
Yeah, those boxes suck.
Okay, well, in that case, Clegor, if you want us to leave, we're leaving with the coins.
Yeah, like we didn't come all the way down here, Ghost Man, to not like leave empty-handed. I mean, you're dead. What do you need coins for?
I want one of you, either Remfrey or Gurp, to make a persuasion check.
Could
Okay.
one of us help the other, quote unquote?
Yeah, but I want to know which one of you is gonna make the roll.
I got a +2.
I'll help you.
Advantage. Persuasion.
Fuck you, Nana! You're taking nothing. You tomb-robbing pieces of shit.
I mean, you like committed treason, though, right? So
I
mean-
did not commit no treason.
that's what it said. It's written on the wall.
Xenophobic, racist, idiotic, moronic assholes from Clan Dwerg.
No.
Business
I mean-
was booming. They were jealous. It's jealousy, I tell you.
I mean, I know you've been dead like 1,000 years, but we have a priest, like, not that far away. We could just drag you up there and exorcise you.
You'll
So-
never take me there alive. Or dead.
You're dead.
or
You're
undead.
dead.
I mean, we could just, like, drag you there, right? Like, pick up the body.
No, you cannot. And the ghost comes out of the body and targets Gurp. Make a charisma saving throw.
Great. Normal.
Oh,
You resist. So, Crispy, you're stuck, hogtied. Alex, can you make a quick dexterity check? That's gonna
Okay.
be the DC to get free of the bonds.
I did a sleight of hand check. Same thing?
No, it's just dex.
Just Dex?
Yeah.
Just Dex.
So it's
Alright.
DC 11 to get out of the bonds, but Yona, Remfrey, and Gurp, you have a turn.
So the ghost is out.
Yeah, the ghost is out.
I think my rage ended by now.
Oh
so,
yeah, you both of you aren't raging.
yeah, I'll just normal battle axe it.
All right,
And I will normal longbow it.
that's a hit. That's a miss.
Yeah, I know.
That's a hit.
Hit.
He's dead.
Ouch. It's deader.
You cleave the ghost in two,
My creation.
and as it dissipates, it says, "Fuck you." And that's where we're gonna end today's session.
It didn't have to end that way.
It did. We tried reasoning with it, just taking half its stuff.
Oh, all the stuff.
Guy, it's like a burglar coming into your house, and he's like, "I'm gonna steal
Whoa.
half your shit."
Whoa. He's dead. He doesn't need that stuff. He said he couldn't make anything anymore. He didn't need it.
There's sentimental value to coins.
No.
I understand about the boxes in the bag, but the coins.
So, let's just do outros. We're like 45 minutes over, but start with Gurp. Who are you? Where can we find you? Etc. Etc.
Gurp, Kobold Barbarian, had a great time. Simon, thanks for coming. Everyone, who came today, great time. I always love doing this. Yeah, you could find me on Twitter at Thragon. I just retweet and like everybody else's stuff, so that's what I do.
All right. Next, Iona.
Yeah, so I was playing Iona, the Medusa Barbarian who got a concussion. It was a fun game. I hope I can survive another session without getting an injury. So you can find me on Twitter at Twenite. Like Quentin says, well, I pretty much only retweet and like stuff. Pretty sure I'm gonna start saying some stuff eventually. I'm gonna start trying to use that account for something.
Sure thing. Hey, new player who spent most of the
Hey.
game unconscious.
Uh, no, not really. I shot some arrows, even though I shot more arrows against a thing that should not be punctured by arrows than anything else. I love that. You can find me on the Twitter at the Gambit, where I also just like and retweet because what am I gonna say? And I believe not next week, but the week after that,
Yep.
Season 2 of Star Wars starts with some major changes.
Major surprises. Yeah, on
Yes, that's right, that's what I meant.
Tuesday, September 18th.
Yes.
And last but not least, tied up, hogtied in a crypt, Crispy.
I was playing Crispinus, the human monk. I'll be here every week on Age of Arcana, and you can find me at Lalfalat, so Twitter.
And well, like I said yesterday, a lot of things coming up, new shows and everything. The schedule should be posted properly this time tomorrow. But to summarize it, so September 18th, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're starting season 2 of Star Wars Points of Light every Tuesday at 8. Starting on September 21st, you can find me on Scraticus's channel at 8 p.m. EST as well, I think. For Lady Blackbird, a steampunk sky pirate kind of adventure where we are all disaster children. And then every Friday morning at 11 Eastern here for Age of Arcana. And also from September 28th onward, bi-weekly, the Witcher RPG, a Witcher stream, again, 8 p.m. EST on this very channel. Thanks everyone for coming. Nobody in chat said anything about inspiration. So, yeah, thank you, chat. Because Gurp, you cannot vote for yourself. Nobody can vote for themselves. So instead, because I really enjoyed this session and everything, and you guys got sort of revenge against the bugbears, for those that were there, I'm gonna give inspiration to all 4 of you.
Yay!
Yay.
On that note, have a good day, guys.
Yes.
Ciao. All right, we can start talk about strip clubs again.